Hello, hello. Okay, good. The mic works, and you guys are unmuted. Say hello, hello.
Hello.
Happy
Hello.
Friday, everybody.
There you
What's
go.
up?
Hello.
All right,
Last
guys.
game of the season.
Yep.
Good evening.
55 weeks of D&D Open RP. Will it come to an end tonight? We're about to find out. But if you're interested in playing D&D with us, I would highly advise not joining us this week. Otherwise, you'll have to make two characters, and I don't think you get any action tonight. But you can type !help at Twitch or Kick, and that'll get you a link to the game, the Discord. Well, okay, we'll have to. We'll make a new game link next week, but right now it'll give you a link to the Discord and a link to the Character Mancer video, so you can kind of like figure out how to make a character without wasting too much time, and you'll have all the rules kind of like down already. Wow, guys. So we made it back home, right? Yay.
Yeah.
All right, so oh wait, that's the wrong place.
Wrong place, wrong place.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta figure out where. There it is. There's the house. There you go, guys. There's right place. You
Yay.
might want to go there on vacation, but anyway. Did we kill Chain
Just-
or something? What happened?
No, just delete everyone.
Yeah. Well, I'm deleting everyone but Ebony if I can avoid it. Yeah, Felix ain't here either. All right. And yeah,
We
just
good?
to
You
not
sure
be
it's only 55 weeks?
yeah, because we are on session
Huh.
55. It might be 56 if you count maybe a session 0 we did. Yeah. But anyway,
Something doesn't add up then. I've been
What?
subscribed for 14 months, and I didn't subscribe until after I joined this game.
well, you do know there are 4 weeks in a month, right? And sometimes
Uh-huh,
5.
and there's 60 weeks in 14 months.
I don't know what to tell you. Like, if
Well-
anything, I might
There was a
not
week
have
off here or there.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I did have a couple weeks where I had to take off. But at anyway,
Okay.
yeah. Are you saying there's not enough weeks, or are there too many weeks? What are we talking about here?
Yeah, I'm saying that the sessions, there doesn't seem to be enough to fit that amount of time.
Yeah, there was probably some dead space where I had to take time off. I know there was that one where I had to go get the elbow or
Milk?
shoulder looked at. Yeah, I had to go
Where you
get
had to go get milk, yeah.
Yeah, I had to go get milk and not come back because you guys. Go ahead and bring
My
your...
first week was a not streamed session because T-Mobile was being
yeah,
a jerk.
yeah, we had some sessions like that too. Yeah.
Yep,
And I will definitely do my due diligence to try to get the rest of the episodes uploaded to YouTube. And I know we probably lost a couple because sometimes I'm just too depressed to look at the library. I don't know what to tell you. We'll figure it out.
You'd be like that sometimes.
Professional streamer, guys. Professional streamer. Bad archiver,
Perfect.
though. Bad archiver. Anyway, guys, you have been brought back home, and we're going to go around the table. If your token's not on the field by the time I get to your name, we're skipping you. So get your butts on the table. Starting us off, we have Wolfgang. Go ahead and tell us what you look like, what you're playing as, and you made it home. Oh, Pippin, you're not inside yet.
Wolfgang is a
And you're not ill either.
Totem warrior barbarian. She's a shifter of the wild hunt variety because she's a Hakun dog. She has blue hair, and right now she's entering carrying Ray in her arms, like a mother carrying her newborn born fresh from the hospital. And she yells, "Ebony, you have a little
Meow.
sister now."
Meow. Speaking of which. Moving on, we have Ren.
Rin is a 4'11" tabaxi monk with black fur, golden eyes, and she is kind of limping her way in, just looking at Wolfgang like she's lost her what little she ever had of her mind.
Sounds about right.
And trying to kind of keep her distance in the hopes that maybe it won't rub off.
One can certainly hope. Next up, we have
Mhm.
Hans.
Oh yes, hi, my name is Hans.
Hello, Hans.
Hans is red fur, red hair, green-eyed Harangon. He's 3'4" and he's a wizard who messes with time and sometimes other stuff that he shouldn't, as evidenced by the spellbook that he's been carrying around the whole time that we all just noticed looks like the Necronomicon, and He doesn't really understand why that's an issue, but other people might be concerned.
Maybe. We'll see. And then we have Scion.
Hi, my name is Cyan Redward. I am playing a human Eldritch Knight with a height of around 5.5 feet, white skin, black hairs, and heterochrome eyes. One blue, one red. Yeah, a normal weirdo with different colored eyes.
Oh, normal, huh? Normal colored. Okay.
A
No.
normal weirdo.
I was gonna ask, but it feels like you got ahead of me this time. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust my camera, so maybe I'm not here all the way yet. Ah, my green screen's not there. What's wrong with you, camera? Figure it out. All right, yeah. All right. In that case, I'm done with the normal eyes. Gracchus, tell us what you look like.
Greg is a normal human with
What?
chainmail.
Are you sure about
Or-
that? You're not a variant?
I'm a very normal human
Yeah, that's not normal. Get out of here.
with a magical longsword. And as of right now, he's kind of a little beat, but he still has energy and looking at Ray as in a disgusted way.
Sure are staring pretty hard there, buddy. Next up we have over here multitasking too. We have Sporn.
Scornwrath is a grayish mongrel of some kind. He has very unusual red eyes. Just
What?
how usual the red eyes
Man,
red eyes are.
You guys are getting very wild.
Even
tonight.
for a fantasy species, that's just crazy.
I mean,
He's
depends who
like
you
a
ask.
conquest paladin, and he seems to just be like following the party. He just came out of this necromancer dungeon of some kind. That's a word.
That sounds like a big word for you. All right, and let me just finish posting these drops for both Twitch and Kick. You guys can get these interactive drops so you can play some fun stuff on the
Nice.
stream. Hopefully, Kick or not. Oh, Dixper is working. Yeah, I knew it was something. Next we got Beast.
Beast is a 7-foot tall Leonin beast barbarian. He's got a black mane and grayish black fur. Only clothing he wears is a red loincloth, and he's currently trying to downplay how much he hurts.
Fine.
His ass is a yo-yo.
Yeah. There's like literally like cuts and bruises around your chest area where it looks like string has been strung and you just been going up and down the floor, it seems. We'll skip Cock for now because I got something for him later. We got Saria.
Hi, I'm Saria. I'm an elf ranger. She is 6 foot. She is 5'6".
About to say,
She's
you're
got
a tall
copper
girl.
skin, brown hair, brown eyes.
Normal?
She's quiet and more confident. Yes, normal brown eyes.
All right, good to hear.
Anyway, she's quiet and more comfortable around animals than she is people.
Sounds logical. I'm sure you and Ebby get along
Relatable.
just fine. Next we got Leffy.
Hi, I'm Cryptic. I play Leffy, and Leffy is a 5'5", blue-gray-eyed, light gray-skinned tiefling druid, and she is currently just disheveled and in pain.
Yeah, you guys sound like you've been through a lot. Last but not least, we have Leftguard.
Hello. I go by Anywhere Man or Troy. I'm playing Left Guard who kills twice in this campaign for all of 2 sessions before the
Yeah,
reset.
We're about to
But I'm playing a Goliath Barbarian with pretty normal eyes, nothing out of the ordinary there.
All right. And Pippin. I'm going to tell you what the scene is, and then you can describe how disheveled your character looks in this moment, all right? Your corpse, or not corpse, but you're unconscious, and you've been tied up and strung to the back of a goat. And you're currently being taken to the guild, not by your own choice, but tell us what you look like, but not in any kinky way, okay?
Okay. Cog is a bugbear druid who is now the recently impeached king of squirrels.
Yep.
He looks very beat up. He has some burn scars from some like magic that was thrown at him, and he almost looks like as if a bunch of squirrels tried jumping a giant bugbear.
And as you guys are kind of like settling in and everything, you hear a loud thump at the front door as this squirrel uses telekinesis to throw Pippin into the door and kick him off the goat, and then it rides off into the sunset.
Oh damn, you got a ride, lucky.
Oh, but yeah, you guys hear like clittering, clittering hooves. That sounds like a bad word. The sound of hooves beating against the
Clattering is the word you're
clattering
looking
is probably
No, they are clittering.
Shush. We're gonna go with clattering. I changed my mind. I'm allowed to do that. If women can do it, so can I. Equality, right? Moving on. You guys hear the clattering of hooves. Yeah, it's been one of those days, guys. Don't even get me started on how my morning. Anyway, you hear the clattering of hooves as a goat dislodges Pippin from or not the goat, but the squirrel on the goat, dislodges Pippin and throws him into the door using telekinesis and then rides off. So if you guys open the door fast enough, you might catch a glimpse of the squirrel and the goat. But nobody seems to be in a hurry.
Nah.
He does not care.
What was that?
What the hell was that?
Wolfgang, it's more interesting showing Ebony its new little baby sister. Just look at her.
Yeah,
Look at her. She's beautiful.
You watch as Ebony starts chewing on her hair.
They are bonding.
Yeah. Meow. I guess I'll move right here. And we of course have Shisha, your glorious CFO, who has finally been reunited with all of you, and reunited with an old friend too, it would seem, who seems to be comatose, unresponsive, yet alive. Ray being the captive that you have gotten, and Shisha being the pink-haired, ninja-looking, whenever she's out working kind of person, very quiet. Whenever she speaks, her words are very monotone, almost as if all emotion has been destroyed within her heart. But yeah, so this is the scene. So you guys have kind of made it back, thanks to the help of the mages that are still here. Felix is still MIA, as far as you know. And we have a problem to deal with, right? So unless we all start talking over each other, we'll openly roleplay. And if we start talking and I can't direct traffic, we'll go in initiative like normal. So guys, what do you want to do in this moment?
Right, can I make a perception check to see if I saw the squirrel and the goat before it ran off?
Did you open the door right away?
I mean, like as you were saying it, yeah. I stepped outside.
Alright, so if you did that, you would see them kind of like going to the outline and then turning the corner at the fence. Oh, Pearlver, did you make it?
Hello, indeed, yes, in fact. But
Alright.
Prolver is just smoking his pipe out by the window right now.
Alright, I'll let you do an introduction here in a second if you need it. But yeah, Pippin's...
They know who I am.
Yeah, that guy over there. But yeah, you see Pippin tied up with rope at the hands and the feet and kind of like in a hog tie and everything, like they're attached to each other. And he's just been disheveled onto the porch of the guild house.
Beast is gonna like cut away at the ropes with his claws and then attempt to force feed Pippin a good berry.
Alright. Yeah, you easily enough, you're able to get these ropes off. And Pippin, you have 1 HP as a mushy old good berry is thrust into your mouth. Alright, Rapture, get out of my head. I don't know if you're helping me.
I didn't say anything.
I don't know if
Anything.
subconsciously you're helping me pick words, and I'm like, why did I say that? Moving on.
I'm glad I'm on your thoughts.
Yes, I do.
Now I
think
just
about you,
need to be
but-
on your prayers.
I can pray for you, but I don't know how much good that's going to do for you. It could do a lot of good, guys. Like, I'm not an advocate against praying. You should definitely pray if you need it. Anyways, moving back to the character. Beast, is there anything you want to do after that, or Pippin? You can slowly wake up to being rescued by Beast.
So Beast's gonna like shake Pippin awake, like, were you abducted by squirrels on goats, or am I seeing things?
Squirrels on. Oh God, yes, it is a tragedy. I have been dethroned.
Hey, Beast,
He
give me a
pats his shoulder
perception
like,
check.
Yeah,
give
okay,
me a,
friend.
give me a perception check. What? Google, I didn't say hey Google, shut the fuck up. Hey Google, play the Beach Boys. Hey Siri, play the Beach Boys. What other one is there, guys? I'm trying to
No.
activate your auto.
Alexa.
Alexa, play the Beach Boys. Anyways, moving on.
Hey, Siri.
We tried.
Hey, I got a headset on. It ain't gonna bother me. So yeah. Wait, Beast. What were you saying?
Perception.
Yeah,
You rolled
perception.
perception.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what I wanted. As you pat Pippin on the shoulder, you can see what looks like a note. And scribbled
Alright,
upon
now-
this note, who knows? It's just a whole bunch of scribbles.
I forgot to teach them how to write.
Oh no, they learn. It's
Yeah,
just like these scribbles aren't legible for.
Like he's turning it around and like, yeah, I don't read squirrel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is
it's-
squirrel one of your languages?
Yeah,
Sorry.
check your languages, guys. If squirrel's not there. But yeah.
Don't worry, I
Yep,
can
I
read
see.
it. It says, screw
No.
this guy.
I mean, there is something I have actually in mind if you actually can discern it, but you can't discern it. You never knew squirrel.
I speak deep speech.
Nah, that's not gonna
Deep
help.
speech is similar to squirrel.
No, squirrels are on the surface. They're not in the deep.
Well, they stole my freaking title as king.
They live deep within trees. Does that
They
not
are-
count?
No, that does not work. That is not how
I
deep
am-
speech works. Nice.
I am reaching. I am
We
reaching.
are reaching across the table.
Alright.
I could see that. Now get back. Down.
So, yeah.
Down. Yeah, go ahead.
Beast like ducks his head in the house like, any of y'all read squirrel?
You
A
are-
squirrel like giant.
Shisha just
I feel like
stares
it's
out the door.
similar to Harangon.
I mean,
I
you
mean,
go
they're
over to
both
try to read it.
like
I'll take a look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, so Hans offers to look at it. It is a bunch of scribbles and scratches.
Oh yeah, there definitely is a shopping list. I think he just dropped it when he was leaving. It like it's just chestnuts, walnuts, cashews, peanuts, right? Like it's clearly just a shopping list, and I get back to him.
They do love their cashews.
Yeah, it's like thousands.
This
of them.
sounds not important.
Mm. Shisha continues to pace as she's seems to be lost in thought. Well, anybody have any suggestions on how to wake her up?
Let
Ryan
her
walks
have her
over
beauty sleep.
And gives her a slap to the face with a healing hand.
Fran!
You slap her in the
Four.
face, and
Yep.
nothing happens. She still remains.
Because that's supposed to cure conditions and stuff too.
Yeah, it's not working.
Alright. Well,
Well-
that was my idea.
We tried our best.
And that's
Well,
the end
like-
of the session, guys. Have a good night.
Anybody got a towel and a bucket and water?
Oh God.
Oh, are we gonna waterboard her?
I mean, that'd probably wake her up, right?
I mean,
hey,
or kill her, but it's just
Hey,
kind of
Well,
similar.
you know,
Rin.
half dozen of one, 6 of the other. You know.
Guys, in fairy tales, a kiss from the prince usually wakes the princess up. So one of you guys can kiss her.
Oh no, I'm well.
No, no, no.
I was
Oh,
just
oh,
dethroned.
Prince Prolver, you're the closest we've got to a prince.
Yes, I was. I'm
We
no
are-
longer
we are
king.
Not
I
a
was
bad
just.
idea. Not a bad idea, Rin.
No, yeah. Out of character, that's not a bad idea.
Can I do a medicine check on Ray?
Yes, you
Just
can.
walk around and check and like see if I can.
Medicine or Arcana.
Medicine's better. Okay, 13.
As I have stated before, she has a very slow pulse. Like maybe it beats every once in a minute. But it's faint. It's still there. She's not dead.
I can hit her with a jolt of lightning.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
we
fire.
could just,
No, 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 no.
Yeah, this is the DM speaking. Yeah,
Cast
yeah, just
haste
go.
on her. That speeds things up, right?
Yeah.
I can do that.
That would work.
I'll do that. I'll cast haste on her.
Well, it wouldn't be that hard
The
to, like-
heartbeat beats twice a minute now.
Damn.
That was worth a try.
Yeah.
Bump. 30 seconds later, bump.
Take
But yeah,
observation and go from there.
Well, guys, I guess one of you is gonna have to take one for the team. Frober, come here.
What?
At the continued mention of his name, Archduke Prolver turns his pipe over, taps it out against the outside of the window frame, and makes his way over to Shishay.
Oh shit.
No, I'm not.
Crack is looking at.
No, it's just start.
Crack is looking at Pearl as he comes up.
Yeah. Well,
Puts his hand on the hilt.
And if Shishay will allow, Prolver will put a hand on her shoulder.
I mean, she stares at
Isn't
your
she
hand
unconscious?
almost like.
Nope.
She's talking to Shishay, not Ray.
Yeah, he's talking to Shishay. He's not
Oh.
talking to the. He's not talking to the body. He's talking to Shishay.
Yeah.
So there have been a whole bunch of.
Go.
Prolver's done a whole bunch of checks and measures with Shishay, so this is going to be some RP content right now.
Well, yeah, that's his whole.
Crack
This is
is
his whole
listening.
season. Yeah. So, it's on your mind. She says in a monotone voice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shishay. We've found her. Old wounds and heartache.
My hand
How
is
do you
steeled.
feel?
My hand is steeled until she waits. I want to hear from her what happened.
Well, everyone seems to think that I will be the one to wake her.
She gives you a
And-
screwdriver look.
Just hold on, I'm not done. And he gives her just the tiniest, the most imperceptible of little squeezes on the shoulder. I hope her passive perception is incredibly high. As he leans in and says, "This is your love and your story."
Dude, are you going to kiss her or not? We are losing time here.
Rover, you have to do it. I was just dethroned.
I don't know if any of you can hear him whispering into
Yeah,
Shishay's
yeah.
ear,
No,
but
Yeah,
here we are.
they
I
still
do.
think you're an archduke, so they're like, get over here.
Come on, man.
Come on,
Hey,
Frober,
she just-
please.
Rin,
Oh, I should
Alright.
probably. It is the last game. It is the last session. I should probably let that out of the bag too. Anyway, I'll do it at the end of the game.
No, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Like, we'll see
Cyan
what
will
happens.
Yeah,
like
we'll
to
get to it.
tap-
We'll get to it.
Cyan would like to
I
tap
got-
Rin
I got-
on the shoulders.
Sion would like to what?
He would like to tap Rin on the shoulders.
Oh.
Yeah?
Hey, should we maybe get some of the leaders like Felix or Tierra?
Felix gone.
How
You
about
want to get him? Good luck.
He's
How-
not
how
answering
about-
his call. His beeper's not
how-
working.
how about the other chiefs like Tierra?
I'm not sure where she is right now. Are you? I mean-
She is currently, if we recall,
Okay.
she
good
took care of
point.
the book.
Yeah, but we don't know where she went with it right
Nah,
now.
nah.
Like,
I mean,
like
Okay.
she
maybe
went one
the
way,
arch-
we went another.
yeah,
So
she probably went home, but you know. But then
We
again-
don't know
about the-
that.
How
Man.
about the other guild leaders?
Hey Hans, since you're like hanging out over here, and you're probably
Hey.
the only person I can ask, could you give me an Arcana check?
Sure.
Yeah.
What actually was going on was Hans was hearing everybody say that she needs to be kissed, and since he's a teenage boy, he was like, "All right," and he walks
Yeah,
over and
yeah.
gives her like the most awkward kiss.
All right, cool. And then I need that Arcana check as you kind of like step away. We'll see what happens.
Like as Pulver and Shisha are having this, this intense kind moment.
Yeah, go ahead, Archduke. Oh gosh, here we go. We got some story about to happen. You go in for the kiss,
Listening.
and then you pull away. Yeah, it wasn't quite what you expected. Maybe it was. Who knows? But as you're kind of like looking, you could almost swear you saw like a silver line above her head. But then it kind of like faded away. But that's what your Arcana check tells you.
A silver like
a silver
like in the
thread.
air above her head.
Like you saw a glimmer of silver, like a thread, for a brief moment.
Did anybody else see that?
Nope.
See what?
See
All I
what?
saw was an awkward teenage boy.
Yeah, they saw you kiss her.
God damn it,
They
dude.
think that's what you're. And Shisha turns
Um,
around after being distracted by Prover. What is going on?
There's a silver thing on her head.
Hans had his first kiss.
What?
Little did you know, my friend.
Oh yeah, Hans just kissed Ray. She did not wake up, so I guess Prover also wants work.
But there's a silver thing above her head. Did anybody else see that?
What's
Do
silver?
we see it?
Nope. you guys don't see
Can
it.
Cyan make an Arcana check too, if you can understand what Hans is saying?
Are you a magic person?
I
I'm
kind
an
of want to.
Eldritch Knight, so yeah,
okay,
party of it.
then,
I want to
alright.
check it out too, because I'm right there.
Those who are trained in Arcana can make the check.
You guys can do it. Damn.
I have
You-
magic.
Yeah. No, you have to be trained in Arcana. Just because you have magic doesn't mean you know shit. Some of
Okay,
you
yeah,
can
I
just
have
do
-1.
things. Yeah, some of
To
you
be
just
fair,
do
I'm not
things.
trained in Arcana.
Well,
Hey,
I
I'm
am
not
not
trained
proficient
in
in
magic,
Arcana.
but I
I wonder
totally
if-
know shit.
well, you're a wizard, so I expect you to have something there. All right. So, for like a brief moment, you're looking where he told you, like maybe even Hans is pointing out, "I saw it right there," whatever. And then for this brief glimmer of a moment, as you kind of like squint and kind of like channel some arcane knowledge into the search, you see for a brief moment a glimpse of a silver thread that quickly shimmers for a moment for you to see and then disappears.
Anybody know how to dispel magic then?
Oh yeah, I can dispel magic.
That might
How?
have been a good thing for us to start with.
Before, kissing the unconscious girl. Yeah, I'm
whatever.
I'm disappointed out of you.
Listen, I was told that everybody was saying that she needed to be kissed. I just
By a
thought I was trying to help.
Wait, Wolfgang, it was your idea. What?
Okay, let me put it this way. Why would you trust me to make a smart decision about a person
Yeah.
who's unconscious? That's on you.
Meanwhile, Ebony's
you-
on her
Fair.
shoulder going meow.
Lufgar has kissed 0 people in the last 24 hours.
Hmm.
Anyway, back to
Cog.
the idea.
Cog.
Oh,
Go ahead.
oh yes. I forgot. We probably should have done this, but if it's
Yeah.
something magic, he just dispels magic.
You cast it?
Yeah, I cast it.
Make a DC.
Can I give the help action?
No, you
And
cannot.
also, like,
No.
damn.
It does not work on dispel magic. They make a roll on their own. You're gonna be making a DC check on yours, so you'll have to roll your spell casting ability.
Oh god.
Um,
Druid is wisdom, right?
yeah.
So
That's
you
a
just roll your wisdom.
+6. Alright. Where's my wisdom? Oh, here it is.
You attempt
14.
to dispel magic.
We have
Uh,
not had a long rest, right?
No,
Nope.
you guys just walked in the
Okay.
door.
Nope.
And you cast the spell, but it doesn't seem to catch on anything, whether it be something that it's a lot stronger than just your initial cast.
It didn't work.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
didn't-
here. try eating this fruit and then try it again. And she takes out the magical grapefruit thing that she's been carrying around since like session 10.
What does it
That's
do?
supposed to give advantage on a
Alright.
skill or ability roll.
Alright, so you eat the fruit and then re-invoke the rune or whatever. Go ahead and re-roll your wisdom.
Oh,
You
thanks for
can do
that.
it, Kagi. We believe in you.
Do not call me that ever again.
18.
There you
I-
go.
As
Star,
you...
I have one wheel left. Can I add my wheel to this roll?
It was a natural 20.
Oh, was it? Oh, it was advantage. My bad. Face out.
Oh yeah, because he would have to roll it again. So he has a second one.
Oh yeah, I have a bunch of
You,
stuff.
You watch for a moment as you think something happened. You're almost sure something happened,
Hmm.
but
Something happened.
she does not
Cool.
awake.
What? What happened?
Something.
What
You
did
know
you
what?
do?
We made a lot of progress when Hans kissed her, so I think if we all take turns, eventually we will find something.
Rin's gonna go over here and start poking her with a 10-foot pole.
Hey guys, what if I go inside her mind?
Cog's gonna go over here and
Silence
start poking
online,
her with
silence online, silence online. You're gonna overtalk me and you want to hear this. As you're poking her, like, you know how rigid a body is whenever you're alive, right?
Mhm.
You start to feel parts of hers getting stiff, almost like rigor mortis is kicking in.
Oh,
no.
What the hell?
That's a thing.
Not a good thing.
I mean, Shishay doesn't like her, so
What did you do?
Shishay.
She says.
I think we killed her more.
Yay!
We used dispel magic.
Why? Archduke, I'm sorry, I can't be talking to you because I can't leave these people alone. What did you do?
I don't
And
know. She
her
went
voice
stiff.
does get a little bit excited and angry.
Question.
What?
Did Cyan recognize that this was some kind of curse, what he saw, or some...
Nobody put it together properly. Nor did
Okay.
you. Yeah. Like, I told you what you saw with the Arcana check. I didn't tell you what it was because there hasn't been any attempts to figure it out. Besides the dispel magic, because apparently that's what happened. And Shay just looks for a pulse, sits there for a minute waiting for it. Then she just turns and side glances oh, Cog over here. What did you do?
It wasn't me. It was her. Points to
You
Rin.
cast something
Well, I
on-
can't cast magic.
Oh right, yeah, that was me.
I wanted her alive. I wanted her to answer. I wanted her to tell me what the hell happened.
Yes, and I tried to wake her up by casting dispel magic. Apparently,
you
did not
find
work.
yourself unconscious as she knocks you out with the hilt of her katana.
Listen, it's not my fault.
Well,
Oh,
can
there
we
goes Cog.
He had
rush
one
her
HP.
to the temple and see if we can get her revived then?
Oh yeah, maybe
That
if
would
we
be
kill
the
her
Kashyyyka,
and
if you were curious.
no, guys, maybe if we
Doesn't,
kill her and bring her back to life, it'll work.
Well, I
Ooh,
think we just did kill her, so...
Oh,
No, kill her good.
wait.
What?
Only if North was here, we have a revivify scroll.
If only, huh? It's a shame when
Yep.
when they're out on a different mission in the real world.
Yeah.
Wait.
I had don't you have revivify? And I look at the Scorn Wrath.
No.
No?
Paladins don't
Okay.
get cantrips. Well, wait.
Revivify
Paladins
is not
good.
a cantrip.
Which is
It's a third level spell.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Paladins
But
don't get
I'm not
those
high
spells
enough to
very
pass.
easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're looking for a
I-
cleric
I'm
or a
one level
druid.
away.
Nope.
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
like
druids
the
are-
druid that Shishay just knocked out.
Yeah.
Oh
well,
no, I don't have revivify. I only
Uh,
have call lightning and dispel magic.
Yeah, you're dead. Shut up.
Okay,
I have.
I looked it.
I
I looked it up.
I have a red berry. What is that called? Would that work?
No,
She dead.
guys, I just looked it up. paladins do learn Revivify, which is a 3rd level spell, which you get a
That's
level 5, so Scornrush should have it.
I'm a half caster. Paladins
Yeah,
are half
paladins
casters.
don't get shit at level 5 for
Yeah,
spells.
yes, they.
Second level.
Oh
They get
no,
extra
second
attack.
level.
They don't. They
I
don't
like
get.
this.
They don't get third levels
guys.
until like level 9 or 10 or something like that.
Let me
Like,
check.
Guys.
Yep.
yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes.
Leffy cast Revivify.
Hey, we found somebody.
Hi.
Oh.
Yes. Remember me, the druid that's kind of standing next to the body, and she like taps her on the head.
As
Good
you
job,
tap-
Leffy.
All right. You have the spell's components, right?
Yes.
All right. The diamond shatters, or the dust that you use. I believe it's dust. And
The dust
the
shatters.
body, like, you see the stiffness for a moment become normal again, but she doesn't wake, and then it goes back to getting stiff all over again.
Okay,
You
so
can make
she's
checks.
not as stiff,
You
but
got-
she is getting
I'll
it.
make
You guys can make
Yeah.
checks to figure out what's going on. That's the only thing
I'll
I'm
make
going
a
to say,
check.
but I'm not going to tell you what to do.
I'll make a check.
What do you?
Can
Tell me what you want to
Try
check
and
for.
two.
What are
try
you
and two
checking
on
for
our
before you get? Okay, look. There's two parts of this. Like, I'm just saying, you guys can make checks to figure it out, but you got to tell me what you're checking for. Then I ask you for the check. Okay.
Right.
Tell me what you're looking for.
And what kind of spell is it? Like
That was a necromancy spell. You know that
Right.
because Revivify
Yeah.
is a necromancy spell. That's the only thing that was
no
cast.
no
What-
no no
there-
no 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 not that. The way she like woke up and went back to the same status.
Give me either religion, arcana, or yeah, we'll just go with those two because yeah, this is
roll
dealing
it.
with the re-roll it because yeah, wait till I ask you to roll, guys. Otherwise, you're not doing the proper order because I need to know what you're looking for so I can tell you what rolls to make. All right,
14.
14. You know how
Well-
whenever you rate Leon, please don't. You know whenever like raise dead rituals go into effect and you're trying to convince the soul to come back,
Mm-hmm.
her soul either can't come back or she doesn't want to come back, maybe, is the hunches you're getting.
Okay.
Guys, I can
Okay.
go through her mind.
Yeah, do that.
potentially.
She's dead. She has no mind for you to go through.
Like her,
You should get revived.
like conscience. Can you go through her conscience?
She's still dead. Like her body has been
Uh.
restored for a moment, but her
Mhm.
soul did not return. That's what I was telling you, Grokkus, but you had to make me
Right.
say it.
Mm.
I look
Hey.
at left. Do you have anything that can
Mm,
counter that?
I can do a lot, but I can also only do so much. Can I make another Arcana check?
Yes.
See, like with the spell token over. Okay.
Yeah. Now, because I know what
Ooh, nice.
your spell worked. Like,
Yeah.
and you are certain that her soul did not return to her body. Like, that's what
Hmm.
happened. Her soul is either stuck in some way that it can't come back, or the
I got
gods
it.
have deemed her unable to come back.
I
at
got
all.
it. I got it.
So I relay that.
Hold on.
Go-
Yeah.
I was just want to.
Yeah.
I want
let
to. I
me-
want to relay that to everybody, but also I want to be like, so if her soul can't, it hasn't come back or can't, does anyone potentially think that
I can.
the book had something to do with her soul?
Gragas puts it together. He goes,
Uh-huh.
yes.
And who do we know who has a very similar book? And Leffy just starts staring.
I mean, the
Yeah, both.
similar bit is that it's made out of human skin. It's not the frickin' Necronomicon.
But
But
wait,
you
oh,
say the
they
made out of skin part like that's normal.
I mean,
It's
it
not
Normal
normal,
is-
but it's also not some legendary artifact either.
Yeah, it just looks the part. It
Above
doesn't-
table because Hans is totally not paying attention to you. But
Yeah, Hans.
it's not just made out of skin. It has similar, like all the design is similar. The like any writing looks similar on the outside. Like it was very clearly designed to look just like.
It's a
Okay,
fake
so-
Necrocomic
That's what
above
Leffy's like
table.
hinting at.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, so like Hans, probably before he lost his memories, was a fanboy and made a replica. That doesn't make the book special.
Well, no, because we said that it was told that he found it. Remember?
Okay, he
Yeah.
found a collector's replica.
I got a
Okay,
question.
go ahead.
I got a question.
Yeah,
You said before Zelia, right?
Azalea. Yeah.
When I was with her, because Grakus was with her, she was trying to bring somebody back, right?
Yep.
Would she know if how she can if she would know how to bring a Ray back?
I mean, we've got a temple here, guys.
Yeah, you can go to that
They
temple and talk
raise
to
dead
them.
for living, you know.
But here's the problem.
Yes.
Like, you literally did the thing that should have worked. No questions asked.
Well,
Yeah.
wait,
Any
guys.
other way.
Her soul-
Yeah, Revivify, it's a no question asked. She should come back.
Yeah, her soul is stuck somewhere, or the gods have deemed her unworthy to come back. My point is either Hans's book is a very good replica, or just
What?
very
What did
closely
Hans do?
similar. Oh, and we could
Okay.
potentially go through that to see if there's something we could do, if it's connected to the other book, or we go and find the person with the other book and get them to bring it back and see if it had any entrapment of her soul.
Hans has only started paying attention now that somebody said his name, and he's wondering what he did.
You have the book.
Hey, Rens, we're gonna need your
Your-
book.
Yeah, your spell book, Hans. Does
Hans,
it
we
have
need your
anything in
book.
it other than the spells that you cast?
I don't know. Let's take a look. Puts it out on the table and opens it up, and you notice two very distinct handwritings. One of them is his, and one of them is definitely not. There's a lot of necromantic spells, which, you know, anybody who studies magic might find odd for somebody who claims to be a time wizard. And there's some spells that look like they feel like they should be a lot more powerful than he should be able to cast.
Can I read, Hans? Can I see your spell book?
See with your eyes.
Like I don't want to touch that thing. It's unnatural and it creeps me out. But I just want to.
No, I'm pretty sure it's 100% natural.
Huh, you're-
100% organic.
You're hilarious.
You hear
But,
the
like,
clicking
if you
of
just-
bone on table.
Leffy just wants to like thumb through it to see if there's anything about like trapped souls or like why her soul couldn't have come back and like any sort of connection.
You try to reach for a page, and he slaps your hand away, and he starts turning pages for you.
This here, like, it's written as if only a madman could understand it, I would think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Hans.
No, that
But-
sounds right.
yeah.
I'm happy to go along with that.
Yeah, and the reason I say that is you're a druid, for one. This is a wizard spell book. Technically, how they write their spells is like Greek to you. So, like, that alone, you know, it just looks like a bunch of gibberish. A lot of different formulas, a lot of different hand motions and gestures and formulas that doesn't make any sense to a druid.
Leffy just starts swearing in Infernal.
It looks like a normal magic book to me.
Yeah.
She like this makes no sense, and there are all these numbers, but it's just in Infernal, and she's just going off and starts like mumbling to herself, and she's just you can tell that she looks like she wants to cry.
Ebony jumps on top of Ray's body and just kind of like presses herself like near the tummy. Meow.
Oh, I'm worried about her too, Ebony. But don't worry, we're gonna figure it out.
I'll save it for later. But anyway.
Also, Leffy kind of thumps Hans on the forehead.
You don't want to start something right now, kid.
That is for, like that is for the slap. But it's
Don't.
like a. It's
I
like
told
a,
you
like
look with. I told you look with your eyes. Don't. That means don't touch.
It's like a playful like how you like thump your brother or something.
I'm not your brother.
Above table.
At any rate. moving back.
don't know,
Shisei's
but
like,
my
all right,
my spell worked. I just her soul somewhere, and I no idea.
she then kicks Bippin Boppin back to wake.
Uh,
What the?
I'm not
Oh,
done
God.
killing you.
Oh, what's going on here?
Oh, I'm literally going to kill you for what you did. You killed
what
her.
did you do?
You killed her.
What?
Well, that is very tragic, but I don't know who that is, so I don't really, you know, I don't want to say I don't care, but
you better retract those words before you find yourself dead.
Was she your friend, Chiche?
Yes, she was my friend. Even though she
Oh,
went through
damn.
this shit, it doesn't mean I didn't care for her. I wanted to hear
Oh,
from
damn.
her own mouth what she did. But now I don't even get that.
Actually, we can still get that too. Know that we can still get that, right?
How? Her soul's not coming back.
We don't need her soul. Speak with Dead is a necromancy spell that that the clerics can learn. Probably at the temple, someone must know it. And basically, you can ask up to 5 questions to a corpse, and it has the same knowledge it had in life. It doesn't need. Huh?
She stops you. There's a problem with that.
Which is?
If her spirit can't come back, she can't come back to say anything.
Oh, but it doesn't bring back the life. It just grants a semblance of life and intelligence. No soul.
wow.
Yeah, the spell does not actually have anything to do with the soul.
Exactly.
In
So
the
you can get your answers, and we don't even need her soul. Isn't that great?
Yeah, see, you can get answers, and why would you even
She
want her
steps
back?
on your foot. I'm not in the mood to be messed with right now. And you know what? I don't think I want you guys messing with her either. And she pulls Ray into her arms, shoos Ebony away, and drags her out with her. Unless you guys do anything in the meantime that stops me from doing it.
I was gonna say, as she's leaving.
Shishe?
What?
Elverina might be able to maybe scry and help us find the soul if it's stuck somewhere? Do you think? Is that a decent idea?
Rin,
Okay.
I think let us get there by ourselves. And
we would need the target of the scry, I believe. Otherwise, we're just gonna find, Ray.
Rin, I think we should let Shishe and Ray for a while alone.
So you want to let her just go off and bury her and us not attempt to find the soul?
I would
really
rather not.
Yeah.
Counterproductive too.
And I do believe your ideal is king, so let's do that.
Okay. So let's go do that.
Okay.
Let's head out to.
Yeah, because Elverina was probably the one that brought you back. Because this is her town.
And Shishe, I will make sure Pippin flippin' dumb fuck over there stays as far away from Ray as possible.
That is not my name, but I will keep far if that is what Shishe wishes.
There's a lot of things I wish right now, and your life being here is not one of them. And then
Well,
she
damn,
walks
what
out.
did I do?
Oh, what did you do? What did you do? Oh my god. She doesn't say that. The DM's freaking out now because, like, what? You did everything.
Failed.
You did everything.
For starters.
You did everything.
You tried to help and failed.
Yeah, you helped in the most tragic way possible.
Pippin flippin'. Leffy follows
So,
Shishe.
That was more to you, probably, than anybody else.
Huh.
So unless you got something to say before we head out to Elverina's, we're gonna move on.
Okay, so pardon me. Sorry, I got talked the fuck over by a whole bunch of people, and I'm super cool about it.
Well, yeah, no, this is where you gotta do the same thing.
No, I'm just not rude. As Shishay leaves Fulver, as she leaves his side and goes to attend to her longtime friend, an image is left in her wake. The image of the man with the scar. For those of you playing along at home, you know what this means. For those of you not playing along at home, you're about to get some content.
I wasn't playing along at home, sorry.
As he stands staring at this ghostly visage, everybody calling him Prince and Archduke, everybody recognizing his title stirs something within him. Thank you, Ebony.
Meow.
And the man in his visions appears before him, nose to nose, face to face, ugly and disgusting.
Yep, I knew it.
As the man walks into him and disappears.
Well, now that you're done getting the man inside you, can we go?
Oh, hush you.
You all got a shit ton of screen time. Sure, whatever. I don't care.
That's Rapture.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm done. It's fine.
no,
It's
yeah.
fine. Everything's fine. I'm done. I don't care. Good, whatever.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Moving on then.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I need a break. You need a break? Let's take a break.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, like, we're trying to make this a thing, but, you know, it is taking a moment. All right, we'll be right back. We're going to take a quick 10-minute break here and let the dog out, the kipper, and he goes down. Son of a...
Can we just rewind that? I want to hear that again.
Son of a... You might want to clip that if you want
Alright,
it for
I'm
future. We can put it on a soundboard later on. Otto, you're up. I got my eye on you. Now
Oh,
come
Grandma,
give,
let me
now come
me
give
close this
Grandma a
door.
kiss on the cheek. You know how it is. What the hell happened to your lips, son? Don't feel right.
Witch put a curse on me, ma'am. I'm sorry. They're a little rough. Gave me the
Rolls upon her
tuberculosis.
back and
The
just
what?
whines.
Gave me the tuberculosis. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you're such a good little puppy. There you go. Here's some bush gritchies for you.
Rolls
Oh,
enjoying this.
so good to see you, grandbabies. I hardly get the chance. How's your mommy, daddy doing? To build an army, to be ready for any threat that may come. Why are you here? Emo just kind of like Emo doesn't get mad. He doesn't get angry, but he definitely gets low tone, right? Like, why are you here?
Oh, sir,
Am
you
I-
don't understand. We found the treasure map, and
Wait,
turns out
wait,
the
wait,
real
wait.
treasure are
Wait, wait.
the people we met along, the friends we made along the way.
Stop
No.
with that One Piece ending. I don't like it.
No,
I swear.
no, I try to cover Charlie's mouth not to tell him about the treasure chest.
Levers here, give me another investigation as you're kind of like pulling on the edge of this Gundam. You manage to kind of like yank down a lever, and you hear a psh, and this chest piece comes outward, and inside you see a cockpit.
I'm getting in it.
You
Oh,
get
hell
in.
yeah.
You
Yeah, you
get
got it.
into the chest. As soon as you enter the seat, the chest recedes back in, and you got two joysticks to the left and the right of you, one on each side, right? And then
Mhm.
there's a red blinking light that kind of like appears on a monitor, but it just blinks.
No, in a previous game, he jumped inside a bag of holding. This is not
I
done
did.
this
Mhm.
Okay.
And tried to rely on a bean to get out.
Oh, okay. Well, you are getting out, but I don't think it's the way you want to get out.
Probably not.
Hold on, I gotta remember how to spell this.
Is Emo still there, or?
Yeah, he's down there with the group that is caught. Like, you guys, like, he's not mad or anything. He's just like, why are you here? And
Yeah.
and right now I think you're
Yeah,
trying to
Charlie was
spill the
telling
beans.
him. Charlie was telling
So,
him. what to
well,
do.
before that, I gotta resolve the bean, right? So, Ren, I have bad news for you.
Okay.
I didn't do anything.
Hold on. I gotta take care of Ren first, or not Ren with an E, the Ren with an I that I know him as out of character. My apologies. Midori. This thing joins you in the cockpit and literally smashes you against the wall.
Oh, joy. On a scale of 1 to eggs, how screwed am I?
Does a 25 hit?
Yeah.
Eggs.
Yeah, eggs. Definitely eggs.
And you guys, I don't know, like, perception check down below. Like, or, yeah, everybody can make a perception check. I guess this is fair. Damn,
Even
dude.
with-
Yeah, everybody can make
You're in
it.
a different cockpit?
Yes. Because, yeah, this noise is a little hard to conceal, even with the noise resistance. There was a loud and crunch.
I'm going to assist Charlie in giving her advantage.
You can't assist with perception checks, not in this case.
Okay.
Yeah, but Geo, you managed to get it, and Jimmy. Yeah, you two kind of like hear this noise from above about midway, or the very first Gundam or the mobile suit that was attacked, or Midori quickly jumped into. All of a sudden, you kind of like look up there, and there's a green smear against the window.
What is going on?
Welcome back to Chaotic Calling. My name is Starwind. This is Precious. Say hi, Precious. Hi, Precious. And we're gonna get back to playing some D&D. How's that sound? Hi guys, are you back?
Yeah.
I'm back.
All right, I'm fine.
Yo.
Anyway, moving on. So as we journey on into the city once more, you make your way to the wonderful shop of Elvarina, with Shishay carrying her friend or frenemy in hand. There is one more thing I want to try to do before we kind of like suss out things. People who are what I would call love reading books, who love fictional novels, give me a history check.
History? Nope, nothing comes to mind.
Nah, you just don't read the right books, do you?
How guys you?
Yep. There was an author. That's about all you get. For Rapture and Beast, you guys read the same Cat in the Hat book.
I want to add my last wheel to this and add a D6 to it.
Sure.
Just in case it's important.
Coward.
Okay, so 21.
I'll give it to Leffy though. Like Cyan had a good attempt. Maybe it would kind of touch base, but Leffy, you know the volumes of Chill Touch 1, 2, and 3. The provocative novel that has been written from a necromancer's point of view.
Yeah, great reads, great reads.
Yeah. Some might say that the very author is now in Shishay's hands.
Leffy just gasped incredibly fucking loud.
Yeah, so you're like walking down the street, you have this epiphany.
And Leffy just has like, yeah, she just has a huge epiphany. It's just,
Leffy, are you alright? Are you having a stroke?
What's
You okay there, buddy?
No, I'm just fucking stupid.
Yes, I am too.
You
What's
gotta-
new?
Yes, we are
What?
aware.
We all are.
Hold on.
Dialect's online,
Leffy,
guys.
explain yourself.
Leffy just starts like frantically talking. She's like, okay, the books, the volumes of Chill Touch.
Yes?
I don't know what that is.
Raise the author.
So you telling me?
I
don't Oh.
You're telling us she's a
Does
necromancer?
science start
Z?
recognizing
The
this?
books on necromancy.
Pip is going to go to whatchamacallit, Wolfgang, and be like, what does that mean? I don't read books.
All right,
Oh,
everybody,
okay.
stop. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative. I'm going to start doing this from now on. I can see a lot of people are excited to get their words out, but I know some people are trying to be super polite. I appreciate the polite people, but I must remind you, being rude is sometimes the best way to get in, as you've already seen. But I will try to justify both means by having you guys roll initiative. That way we get all of our thoughts out, and we could do this in a very democratic kind of scenario where I am right and you're wrong. No, I'm just kidding. Pepperoni pizza's good. Pineapple pizza, bad. Moving on. So yeah, Leffy can finish their thought.
No, that's kind of left was just like raise the author. So like necromancy, and she just starts like the wheels are spinning and she can't get her words out right.
Yeah.
But like you can tell where she's going with this. Like knowing Leffy and like the fact that she's like raised like really good with necromancy and she had that book and she's just like spinning and spinning.
So
Next, Gracchus, what do you want to do?
he kind of wants to. Is she out of character? Is she in a trance?
She's
Still?
dead.
I mean, like in like.
Who? Ray? She's dead.
Yeah.
We've already
Right.
figured that. Why do you think we're gonna go speak with dead? Were you not paying attention when we went on break?
I was.
Okay. Nothing
When I-
changed there, but she just
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay. You will. You will not do anything. You just try to
mean,
get his
yeah.
thoughts together.
Yeah, go ahead and.
And
pass
I
it
will
down.
pass the turn.
All right. Moving on there, Cyan. Yeah, you hear this commotion.
Yeah, does science starts recognizing this things that was last said from Leffy?
Well, if you don't recognize it, you at least heard it.
Yeah, he looks between Ray and Leffy, and yeah, he tries to understand what she said, and he is a bit. She's. Yeah, Cyan is to one half confused, but to one half he understands exactly what Leffy said.
My brain hurts. Anything else? Wolfgang.
Wolfgang calmly explains to Cog, "Oh, you see, they are novels where, for some reason, people who are virgins and do not get any read about other people getting any and try to feel a vague sense of connection through that. It's kind of garbage for the lowest of minds, and honestly, I'm a bit disappointed."
That sounds really sad.
Yes.
Anything else for your turn, or are you good?
Oh yeah, pass the turn up.
Yeah. Next we have Beast.
So, do these books have pictures or?
Oh hell no. They are
Not
they
interested.
they are basically love novels that like that smutty love novel, but from a point of view of a necromancer. That's why they're called Chill Touch.
Basically, they're the dime store smut novels.
Yeah,
I'm aware, but again, Beast was asking, do these books have pictures? Because again,
No, I get it.
he's
Yeah, it's not Cat in the Hat, so yeah.
no, not cat in the Hat. Not interesting.
Yeah, exactly right. So Hans.
Yeah, Hans just has like a loose piece of paper and a pen that he's trying to get a writing sample from everybody. Because he wants to know who's been writing in his book, but he doesn't really have like a surreptitious way to go about finding out. So as we're walking, he's just asking each person for a writing sample.
Okay.
That's all.
All right.
He's kind of oblivious to what's like important things right now.
Next we got Pippin.
After asking Wolfgang that, Cog just like says to himself, "Who would even write a book like that? Who would read a book like that?"
People who can get any, my man.
I don't know why you lying to this poor innocent kid, but whatever. Sorry, Saria, what would you like to say or do in this moment?
She's just kind of staring at Ray, staring at Leffy. Huh, I think I read those books once. The covers were pretty, but I don't remember a word I read.
Alright, so everybody got their thoughts out. And we'll kind of we'll keep this turn order here, so for now, I guess, until we get to Elvarina. So as you guys continue down the road, is there anything else you guys just want to get to Elvarina at this point? Question mark, I guess.
I asked you a question. Would I know something like that?
Oh, what'd you ask? Come on, guys, quit
Yeah.
sending me messages. I'm not here paying attention anymore.
Roll 20.
I'm looking. Like, you asked me that earlier. Like, the thing is, you have no way to communicate with her, and I can't give you that information because technically you don't have it either. You know she's a cleric, and she is capable of bringing people back, but...
Can I make a history check about that, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
20
What about that history check? Do you need information from me?
Would I remember any spells or anything? I've seen that she tried to bring Danelle back.
She has raised dead. I mean, you weren't there for the events that she pulled off. Like, in some of the
I don't know
old,
that.
like back in those days, I'll put it to you like this: like it was not promoted to perform raise dead because of the uncertainty of the spell even working, because there was a little bit of a hit or miss. especially with the spell rituals going on. But it was kind of like the scourge that no clerics or priests in the order like do that or else risk being banished. And since she did that, she got banished from the temple. And yeah, the temple has to ask a high sum to raise people from the dead before they'll even consider doing it, because it's still something they don't believe in doing. Because, you know, even though this isn't a Raven Queen campaign, there is like a natural order that some of the temples have taken as a staple of their tenets.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
Yeah, but yeah, Azalea left, and she serves a new god.
Okay.
But at any rate, you make it to Elverina's, and as per usual, you enter in through the door. There's a little chime at the front, and then these globules of light that ignite above your heads, indicating that you've entered into this mage's shop. And you see Elverina like putting back some things, maybe some stuff that she brought with her to help, you know.
I'm curious.
Yes?
Is there an extra one for Ray, or does the corpse not get one?
The corpse does not get one.
Okay.
That's a good observation, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I believe right now she's currently an object. I think that has
Yeah,
been...
corpses are objects.
So, yeah. Yeah. And you see Elverina, like, turn around. She notices who it is. She's like, all right, I got a few minutes before they get up here. But you guys scurry up towards her. And she kind of, like, finished putting a couple more things and turns around. It's almost like I just saw you. But all
Hello.
the same, you look more beat up for wear than you were the last time I saw you. What happened to you?
Elverina, that's not important. We brought you an author.
Oh, what?
She's dead.
Wait, what? Why'd you bring her here? What am I supposed to do? Raise dead? I could do raise dead, but not the dead that you want raised.
No, we
do you
just
want her
want
in
you to talk.
zombie or skeleton?
We need your help to find her soul. We tried Revivify and it worked, but it didn't.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my spell took, but her soul didn't come back.
Is there any context I should know before trying to find said soul?
Yeah, and Wolfgang quickly explains where they found her and describes the bone and whatever.
Well, I was
And the
there
whole
when you found her.
Necronomicon thing.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
there
the
for
whole
that.
Necronomicon.
I was there for that.
I mean, you asked for context.
Pippin,
Well, no, I was talking
flippin'...
about. I'm talking about.
Oh yes,
she
I
was.
cast.
Pippin flippin' dumb fuck back there cast Dispel Magic on her before we used Revivify.
What?
I'm the dumb fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want this many profanities within the 3-second span being said on my stream. Like I don't mind it, but you know, I was like, I don't know. Anyway, sorry, that was the Twitch streamer in me. Go back in character. Elverina kind of like looks at you. What? Okay.
They said they saw something silver from
Thank
like
you.
her head, and then we couldn't wake her up, and her pulse was really slow. So we thought maybe there was a spell keeping her that way. So Pippin dispel magic, and she died.
So you dispelled someone who might have been in astral projection?
What's that?
Oh my fucking... Leffy just smacks her forehead. Of course.
Like, you dispelled something you weren't sure, and you thought that was
Yes.
gonna wake her up.
Yes, it usually does.
What? When has it ever? When you cast dispel magic, when has it ever brought someone back to life?
You
I
and
don't
I
know,
both
tried
know I
haste and
can't.
it didn't work.
What if magic was keeping them alive to begin with, and you just killed her because? No, actually, from what it sounds like she was stuck in an astral projection. Her soul may now be lost somewhere in the astral sea.
In the astral sea.
So we're going to space?
No.
Twitch.
Let the smarter person talk, please. Elverina, continue.
Yes, well, apparently, and none of. Anyway, moving on. I'll keep that one to myself for later. Anyways, yes, if it's a silver thread you saw, then they must have been bound somewhere beyond the normal means. And you severed a. How? With this spell? You are.
Yeah.
And she's just bewildered. How did this creature even achieve to overcome the difficulty to dispel such a spell?
Squirrels.
Maybe it wasn't a very good spell.
With the power of squirrels. Actually, no.
And
They
the power of a
he
very
thrown-
good grapefruit.
Oh yes, that was a very good grapefruit.
I have more
A very, very
questions.
old grapefruit.
I have
But
so
it's
many
still good.
questions that I do not even want to ask. I don't
You know, now that I
want
think
the
about it-
answer, but I'm afraid I might need some of the answers to figure out what the hell to do now.
When I
Can't you
dispel
guys like
magic-
locate person or something?
Oh, sure. If they're within
It's not
1,000
that
feet.
simple.
Hey, look, I found her. She points at the body. Problem is,
Oh, you're so
that
smart.
doesn't solve the problem about the soul.
Ah.
Oh
Can
my
you
god.
scry to find the soul, maybe? I don't know. That was the only idea I had for coming here.
What if to find a dead person we have to die ourselves?
Would you like to die?
That
Shisei's already got a hand on a grip, and she's like, I can deliver.
Oh well, of course not me.
Um,
I have to retake my throne.
Let's see here. I'm just reading something about Spry real quick. Yeah, that's the wording. If I could attempt, like, and that's a big I could. However, reality check. If what I think is happening here, if her spirit was astrally projected into the planes of the oblivions, she would not technically be on this plane for me to scry on.
Oh.
So
I
how
mean,
do we get
it was
to
a-
the plane of oblivion?
That was a turn of phrase. It's not literally oblivion. But playing
Oh.
Skyrim. Or Elder Scrolls, I should say. This is an Elder Scrolls.
Same.
Anyway, back here.
Same
So-
difference.
Yeah, same.
Do you know of a way to locate the soul if it's on a different plane? Or figure out what plane it's on?
Oh, I think we've already achieved that. Stares at Pippin.
Oh, well then. Do we have a way to get to that plane and try it, maybe?
I would rather not.
Do you think that we could potentially locate her soul with her book?
I don't know.
If she was
I
using
don't
that as a
know
magic
the-
focus or medium?
I don't know what enscrolled enchantments was placed upon this or said Arthur?
Yeah, the Chill Touch author, Ray,
Wait.
and she kind of like gesture.
What?
The books where people
Yes.
who don't get anything.
Shush, shush, shush. Yes, volume
You are
1, 2, 3,
3
that
steps
Ray.
away from a fireball. You know that. She says to you.
That Ray.
That Ray, huh?
Yes.
Oh my god. Well, she like
Congrats,
grabs.
Pippin. You killed a famous person.
Yeah. You watch as
Well,
she
it was
goes
not an important
silence
one, though.
online. If you want to keep interrupting me whenever I'm trying to tell you what Elverina's doing, it's not going to help anybody. So she grabs a pair of scissors. She goes, well, and then she kind of like lingers over to Ray and cuts a slice of her hair and tucks it away into a pocket and goes back around.
What is that for?
Me to know and you never to find out.
Oh my god, are you going to sniff it
I
later?
really do not have the tolerance right now to deal with you, Wolfgang. I've literally had to deal with you back in Pearl Lands. Let's not. Okay?
Alright.
Yeah. Now, as far as going anywhere to find her, how does one even try to locate a soul?
I have no idea. I'm not
I-
the magic person.
Well, I don't even think it's magic at this point. Like, even then, the divines are the ones that carry the soul off to wherever. But if this soul is lost to the astral sea, then there's there's no way to even consider bringing him back.
We could go to the astral sea and look for her.
Oh yes, that's definitely on my agenda to go swimming in space.
Yes, that sounds awesome.
Oh, cool. So you can
Sounds
help
like a
us.
great time.
Yay.
It'll be like a beach time.
At the mention of the astral sea, can I make a history check, please?
Sure.
Cool.
Like, this is the last episode, guys. If you got history checks you want to pop, you should definitely be looking for good moments. But make sure
Yeah,
it
I
makes
wanna-
sense, too.
Yeah. For those playing at home, Pulver spent a fair amount of time adrift as a corpse in the astral sea, only to be returned to this realm through the events. Sorry, I'm spacing on what they're called right now.
Well, you should make that
The
history
ethereal
check.
bleeds. The ethereal bleeds.
Yeah.
The ethereal bleeds are what brought Pulver to this realm of existence.
Just
But
to
before,
be-
he was in this realm of existence.
Yeah, just to be clear for those who don't know, the astral sea and the ethereal bleed are two different things.
Indeed, they are. But that is what pulled him forward.
Well, you gonna give
Does
me that
he
history?
tell everybody this, or is he just remembering this and telling the
No,
audience?
this is all material that the audience would know, and it's all stuff that I have told you through history checks before.
Oh.
So this is me telling the players who may not have been paying attention at home, which
No,
is
I mean,
absolutely cool.
Is
and
he
fine.
telling the characters this right now?
No. This is
Okay.
just for the audience.
All right. Well, did you make a history? Okay. Well.
Yeah.
we're-
No. Apparently he remembers nothing, so I'll just shut my mouth.
No, it's unfortunate. I mean, you could use Dixper or channel points to change your fate. But continuing on.
Oh, okay then. Since you said it was something with the divines, do you think maybe if we went to the temple, they might be able to do something to help us with that, Arena?
She kind of like stares at you for a moment and goes, "Have you even worked with Selvin before in the past?
We went to see him once, I think.
And you think he is going to be a codgy old man that he is, be able to do anything for you? It's a damn shame. That's all I can say."
I have no idea. If you have any better ideas, I am all ears. I'm just trying to think of something we can do.
Yes, I need to research some stuff, but as far as ideals, maybe try that. I honestly, I'll put the word out with the Arcana and share information. Maybe somebody can come up with something.
Meantime, then, since this sounds like it might take a little bit, do anybody have a way to preserve the body? Because I'm pretty sure if it rots, it's not gonna be helpful for reviving her.
Okay, the paladin should have gentle repose.
Well, here's the
I have-
thing. Do they use gentle repose? Don't tell them what they can do.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't prepared it yet.
I have,
yeah,
Doesn't
are paladins
ice?
prepared casters?
Yup.
Are they?
Really?
Yes, they can
I
prepare.
didn't think they were.
Nope, all
They are.
divine casters are prepared casters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Even the druid
Druids
can change
too.
their spells. Rangers too, I believe.
No.
No,
I've been playing.
I mean, they are
Paladin
divine
runs.
casters.
But doesn't ice preserve dead bodies? Cause I have ice knife.
Stop it.
Ice knife, no. She says Alvarina even shuts you down. It's like, you will not be doing any harm to this corpse.
look, Cog, you have done enough.
You've done enough damage, yes. You hear Shishay say. We're going
Shishay,
to
don't be mean.
Shishay goes to the temple.
So
We
yeah.
go after her.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Ren. You said something.
Oh, I was just gonna ask if Elverina maybe then had a scroll of gentle repose that we could purchase.
Oh,
If we didn't have it
what level is
prepared,
it?
But he knew he could cast it. I think it's
Uh,
a cantrip, isn't it?
No, it's
It's
a
a
Second level.
second
It is?
second
level.
level. There you
Second
go.
level? Okay.
150 gold if you want to buy it.
Yep, I'll buy it.
All right.
And hand it off to Scorn to cast.
There you go.
While
Alright.
we're walking to the temple, can Leffy make an insight or history, like medicine, nature, whatever? She's just like racking her brain to try and
give me a
figure out.
second
She's
here.
like,
Hold on.
Yeah,
Let me put my battery on charge before it dies so I can actually hear what you're saying there. All right, sorry, what was that?
I was saying Leffy's just like she's like following along and racking her brain. She's like, what can I do? What can she's like, I feel like she feels like she's on the verge of remembering something important and she just can't.
Are you trying to ask for a history check then about a memory?
Yeah,
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 go for it.
so,
Cyan has a similar mind.
You're
well,
doing great, sweetie.
The second
Nope.
natural one on a history check.
Can Cyan make a history check?
Sure, let's have 3 in a row.
13.
Eh,
You jinxed it, Star.
I don't know what is it about this moment that's making you remember anything.
for Leffy or Cyan?
Here you go.
DM
Cyan.
inspiration. Use it when you need it. Could be
And-
right now if
yeah.
you want. DM inspiration to
Yeah, if
Leffy?
if Leffy is mumbling something in that direction, yeah, or yeah, if you remembered right was what Leffy said, or yeah,
To
That's
the
just
point.
a reroll for DM inspiration.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
choose to re-roll it then.
yeah.
Sign, you're not helping. Tell me, what are you trying to remember then? And you're not getting the whole thing. Both of you are not getting the whole thing. You're only going to get part of it. But I need to know what we're working with. What about this moment is triggering a memory? And then I'll tell you how much of that is remembered. Because it's a decent roll, but not strong enough to get the whole thing. You know what I mean? Cyan, do you
So-
have your subject or no?
Cyan wanted to think in the same direction like Leffy right now.
Okay, that's not you remembering, that's you tagging along. So I'm gonna skip you and try to figure out what Leffy wants to do with their memory because they actually had a subject. So
Yeah,
what?
so Leffy, with hearing about the astral plane and everything and knowing like the waves of magic, and Leffy's just trying to think if there's any way that she, because she knows that they get like taken like occasionally into the ethereal bleed and everything. She's trying to think or wonder if there's any way to use the ethereal bleed to get to the astral plane to potentially like look for Ray's soul, or if those books could potentially like her book could potentially be of any help into like
All right,
hey, if some,
I
like
gotcha.
hidden messages or something like that.
All right, so basically, these thoughts might get shut down by what I got for you, though. The knowledge is that some of the evidence that has been presented to the group before is that the ethereal bleed seems to appear in location where there has been like a lot of deaths. Like if there was a big battlefield where people have died, these are locations where people might see the ethereal bleed appear because it's like people dying in that region seems to cause these bleeds to have a point of entry, if that makes sense.
Like Pearl Lance.
Yeah, it's gonna have a big old ethereal bleed that day. Yeah. It is it's definitely in the process of having a ethereal bleed point in town, so
Pearl Lance is basically this world's Chernobyl now.
yeah.
For a
You,
while.
you see, guys, next season our characters are from Pearlands.
Well, no, see
Yeah.
what
The
happens is
characters appear right outside of Pearl Lance.
so basically they have to rebuild Pearl Lance like 5 miles south so that they can get away from it.
Yeah.
But yeah. But that's the thing, like unless there's been like a lot of deaths in a region, the ethereal bleed seems to leave everything else alone. So like that's the triggering factor. And for the astral sea to have bleed points, well, I mean, maybe the Gift Yankee have had war with mind flayers in locations that created death But then again, do we know that, right?
Right. All right. Thanks, Star.
No, you're welcome. Anyways, as we continue to make our way to the church this time, you find yourself in front of a stairway that leads up to a temple. And for those in the know, this is a temple dedicated to the wind goddess Kazuya. Step, step, step. She carries the body of Rei in her arms as she makes her way to the top. You guys in tow, either helping her get inside, maybe even help carry Rei or whatever. And upon entry, you see a basic temple, where there's like the youth that come here are helping with chores like cleaning and stuff, and you can see this dwarven figure just kind of like managing stuff near a podium and everything, and he turns, noticing a crowd of people coming in. All right, what do you all want? What?
Warm winds. We kind of need some divine help.
Warm winds, and you can...
We need help to find a soul.
Yeah.
I have a question about that. If
yes.
Oh, no, this is out of character. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Above table, got it.
If somebody would use locate object, right? If the object is from a dead person, like, and what I'm trying to say is, can I locate something that's on Rei but in the astral in the like?
No, because the object
It's not an object.
Here's the problems. Multiple problems. One, the object is on the person, is physically there. Two, whatever's on Rei's spirit, there is nothing on Rei's spirit, it's just Rei's spirit. Three,
I mean, if there was,
there's a range, and you are nowhere near to getting to that range, regardless if you find a way to get there or not.
I mean, if we got close to the astral plane.
No, the answer is no, basically.
You can't get close to a plane.
Okay.
You're either on it or you're not.
Yeah. I mean, if we were on it, would I be able to?
The thing is, you can't use it to locate an object on the soul, because the soul's not carrying any objects. That's the base. But there was like a whole bunch of other check marks that goes against it too. So.
Okay, no, I didn't know.
Yeah, her possessions are on her. Go ahead.
Right.
On a nat 1 history check.
Yeah.
Prolver holds his hand out to anyone who will listen and says, "Does anybody have a bag of holding?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
May I see it?
Are you gonna summon the bagman again?
Leffy hands.
Sure.
Leffy hands Prolver her bag of holding.
And he transfers it from his right hand to his left. Does anybody else have a bag of holding?
Krakus looks at it. Prolver.
No.
Hans starts
we are not
yelling
doing
at
this.
people that he will start murdering anybody who tries to hand over a bag of holding.
Unfortunately, Prolver, I do
Lightning
not have
bolt.
a bag of... No! I do not want to mess with that kid. Also, I don't have a bag of holding.
What are you gonna
Listen,
do, Prolver?
Prolver, please don't try to divide by 0.
He looks at all of you as the cowards that you are, and hands the single bag of holding in his left hand back to Leffy.
Maybe as a last resort measure, but not right now.
Dude,
I
if
mean-
you want to die, there are easier ways to do that.
Above
I
table.
mean, you guys, when you think about
silence. Above table, I need to quash this. Yes, the book says things happen when you put two together. However, I don't go by the book on this one. So if you try to do something, it might not do exactly what you think is going to happen.
That's absolutely fair and fine. I'd already established that was like through history checks. That's how he died.
Yeah, okay.
How he died was that. Yeah.
Fair enough. I just want to put that out there above table, but you guys need to stay in character. Let's get back in character though. All right. So let's get back.
In character, Hans was just thinking, I know how magic works, and that's a bad decision. I don't know what it's going to do, but it's not going to do anything good.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that, especially in the temple. So please, just Stop it. Why are you here?
What I just said. We need divine
got-
help to find a soul.
Yeah, I got distracted. Anyway,
Yeah,
find a
so
soul.
she was we think that she may have been astral projecting now. We were not aware of that. We thought that there may have been some other negative effect keeping her from waking up. So one of our party decided that it would be a good idea to dispel it, and the
Leffy
rest of
points
us
at Pippin.
apparently agreed, and or at least didn't speak up against it. So we dispelled it, and now she's dead. And we tried to revive her, and it worked, but didn't.
Oh. Well, can't have you carrying around a corpse. Let's bring her to the back. And she follows herself into like a back room or a side room in this case. And this is like a room where they treat people for there's like beds set up for like the people who have ailments that they're trying to take care of. But nobody's currently here because there ain't been shit happening in Shandora. But good old Pearl Lance, though, let me tell you, they're gonna have some problems for a while. Yeah, this is definitely... That doesn't make any sense, though.
Yeah, that's the one. If I know anything about astral projection, and it's not a lot. If it ended, shouldn't her soul have come back? So shouldn't my spell have taken?
Well, if she was astral projecting and you cast Dispel Magic, she should have just came back alive and well. Seems like there's another
let's
intangible.
Go back a bit further here, then.
Alright.
So it was a
we
good
found her
idea.
in a cage of bones that constantly regenerated themselves, holding the Necronomicon.
He kind of like stops and.
We probably should have started with that.
I don't know what powers that book would have in any way, shape, or form to even create. Like, why would she even do that to herself? It doesn't make any sense.
We assumed that someone else put her in the cage.
No, okay, maybe that's the problem. Whoever this bad guy is.
Or at least I assumed that. I guess I don't know what the rest of everybody assumed, but. I just don't know why anybody would put themselves in a cage of bones, you know?
Yeah, I mean, sure, it's good for decorations and what have, but yeah, definitely don't want to see that in here. And he kind of like turns and looks at one of the boys peeking in. You hear that? I better not see any bones along the walls. Make sure you get every nook and cranny, you hear me? Yes, sir. And Chow runs back out to start cleaning again. Kids like to pull pranks when they hear some weird shit.
Yeah, kids be kids.
Here's your options. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
Cyan is thinking deeply. I have an idea. Maybe.
Oh god. Can we hear the options first before we do your idea?
Yeah, Cyan would like to ask Rin if we can contact Tiara. Because she has the Necronomicon.
I don't know, how about we hear the options first?
Yeah, I am running a business here. It'd be nice to get my business going first, so we can hear the You can leave her here with me. Give me a day or two. I'll do some deep diving research. I'll talk to the goddess, see if she can direct me in any way, shape, or form to figure out something. It might take a few rituals. I might have to wait a day, get the proper spells prepared. By the way, you are very rude. Why are you cutting me off?
Sorry.
You do know I hate people who cut me off. So
I am excusing. Can you maybe sustain the body?
We already caught gentle repose.
Yeah, she looks like she's in perfect health already as far as that goes. Seriously, do you have anything that when you interrupt, that will actually lead to something. Like I was having a conversation here and you cut me off. I do not appreciate that one bit.
He's sorry.
What's
Scion.
your name? Scion?
Cyan.
Kind of like write your name in a little piece of paper.
You got on his shit list.
You're on the naughty list.
Wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the first time.
I can see why.
The other
Please
option
continue
is
with your options.
Yes. Your option here is you can leave her with me. Give me a day or two. I research. I talk to my goddess. I go over and try to prepare spells as needed according to what she thinks might work. And if there's a way, we'll do what we can. Like I said, that's a couple days. Or you can keep kicking buckets and dirt and sand and see if the mages can do you any other favors. But a soul lost in the astral sea, or even if that's where it is, it's not something you can easily, obtain. So research or
sounds
go kick
difficult.
another bucket. Probably best option is leave her here with me anyway. I'll continue the research and you guys can go kick other buckets. Sound like a plan?
All right.
Yep.
Cyan shows a thumb up.
Take care of her.
Yeah. All right.
What do you think,
Shisha?
You go ahead and explore other options. I'm gonna stay here.
Oh, you read my mind on what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, let Shisha and Ray for a while alone, okay?
Selvin walks out as if getting ready to prepare something, and then he hands the piece of paper to one of the bigger boys. And then kind of like points to Cyan as you guys are walking out. And they kind of like share a couple of looks, and they whisper in each other's ear.
I'll tell Shisha at last, be like, if you need me, I'll be outside.
Just find a way. She may
Sorry,
not.
this is a temple, right?
Yeah, this is a temple.
Does this temple take charitable donations?
Oh, absolutely.
Cool. Leffy's gonna drop, like, as they're leaving, Leffy's just gonna drop 5 gold. And then, like, whisper to, God, what was his name again?
Selvin.
Yeah, she's gonna whisper as, like, we're leaving. She's like, for all of the interruptions and to better the faith. And she just drops 5 gold.
Yeah, warm winds to you, child.
Cyan would like to do the same.
Okay.
Those walking us out and sharing moments between themselves, does Prolver see their lips?
The two that exchanged words? No.
Yeah.
He was like, it's almost like they have a sense that people are watching what they're saying too sometimes. But he's like cupping his hand over his mouth as he's whispering into his ear. If it's like only to make sure he only hears it, not intentionally knowing he's blocking his lips. Does that make sense?
No, that's absolutely fair. Line of sight is line of sight.
Yep. They just kind of like cup their hands and be like, yeah, and just they're mainly doing it to direct traffic with the volume, and it just incidentally blocks the sight.
Oh yeah, no. If I can't see the lips, I have no idea what they're saying. So
Yep,
directing
fair enough.
traffic isn't a necessary note.
Yep. Anyway, continuing on.
So, as we're walking out, Rin would like to walk up next to Leffy and kind of lean up. At least I assume Leffy's taller than Rin. Most people are. And
How tall is
kinda-
Rin?
4'11".
Yeah, Leffy's 5'5".
Yeah, so lean up and whisper, pretty quietly. I just thought of something. What if she was a lich?
Leffy doesn't know what to. She kind of stops. Leffy kind of just stops, and she looks at Rin. She's like, "Wait, let's discuss this outside of the temple."
What's that
Yeah.
about a lich?
Good
No,
idea.
just kidding. I didn't hear it. I'll
Let's-
pretend I
she's
didn't
like,
hear it.
let's just continue this conversation outside, Rin.
Somewhere that is not here.
Yeah.
Rin, for the Leffy's normally she gets a little frazzled, but her facial structure is normally like more positive, upbeat, composed. For the most split second, you saw a crack in her demeanor as you said that. Just a very swift crack in the happy.
Sorry.
And she just pats your shoulder.
I mean,
with a little bit more force than you thought was necessary.
Did you say that out loud?
Rin asked it very quietly to Leffy, whispering.
You got a 15. Why would I, as a passive?
I
I
mean, it depends where you. Like, you guys are walking out at different paces. I haven't really heard its marching orders, so I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Leffy was right. I was gonna say Leffy was right behind so she would have been towards the she kind of followed him out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, very fair.
Yeah, we'll say no just so that they can have their moment. But if they wish to
Mhm.
share that information, that's on them. But
as soon as we're far enough away from the temple, Leffy's gonna stop, wheel on Rin, and say, "Okay, you want to say that again?"
What if she was a lich? Aren't their souls trapped in something?
There you go. Now you all heard it.
All of you heard that.
Oh, that's actually a good idea, Ren.
I probably wouldn't know this in a way too.
Aren't
Since I know
I mean, we've run into liches before.
Yeah, one of them disintegrated one of your friends.
Yeah, one of them
remember?
killed Bear. Yeah.
I've only really heard of liches from like myths and stuff. Aren't they like evil?
Phylacteries. The neophylactery.
Well, I mean, who's to say a lich wouldn't be like some recluse author? I mean, you know.
I mean,
got
it's a
time on their
possibility,
hands.
Yeah, they got all the time on the world on their hands.
You know, now that you say it,
I
that
have
makes a
been
lot of
proofreading
sense.
this manuscript for over 3 decades, and I'm still not pleased with it. I'll probably be ready in
Yeah.
about 10 more.
Rin, that makes way too much sense.
But
Yeah,
it's-
scarily.
It's
You know-
scary that no one thought of that beforehand.
I mean, considering our track record, our group's not exactly the brightest.
I mean, considering our track record, I'm surprised we thought of it at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like this. This is a good one.
Hans would like to walk up to Shishay.
We did kill her.
Yeah, she's still at the temple, by the way.
Shisei's not here.
Oh, she's still. Oh, my bad. Never mind. Just ignore me.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, I have, but
You
I'm
know-
not doing it on
Yeah,
purpose.
she
so
stayed
you
with
know.
the body.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
she's-
know,
Go ahead.
Since we did kill her, her apparently liches, they usually go back to something they were very fond of, or phylactery.
Yeah, I thought their souls were kind of trapped in
Yeah.
some object somewhere that they think is very safe.
And
I have no idea how to go about finding such a thing or telling if that is even the case or anything of the sort, but
Rin.
Huh?
That's why I wanted to ask if we can contact Tiara.
why do you think Tierra would know
The
anything? when we can't?
Necronomicon.
yeah,
Oh,
Maybe she
Ah.
found clues about
Well-
this connection.
back to Elverina then?
You guys are making so much sense. My brain hurts.
You guys
We're
are like
just
going back.
pinballing.
Yeah, you guys are like going back and forth through town. All the commoners are like, what the hell's going on here? Is there a parade?
No to that.
Because that's the music that's playing in the background. Because
I mean, we didn't even get a rest, so we still look like half
yeah,
beaten
you
to
guys
death.
are like half beaten to death. Just got out of the cave. Like I was gonna let you guys have a short rest, but you guys just kept going. So, what's up?
I was just gonna say, while they're walking to Elverina, could Leffy be like, "You do that, I'll meet you there. Be right back," and just sprint back to the room she keeps at the house and grab her copies of these books.
Oh, you're hoping to get like a signature when she comes back. What up?
Oh, if she is, and she was, maybe these books are important. Leffy's brain is just like, maybe these books are important. They could help. I don't know, or they could just be smutty.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like she only wrote one copy of each one, though. Like, there's 100 probably
Oh
thousands
yeah,
of copies of them out
she
there
has a
almost.
publisher. Yeah, she has a publisher.
Yeah.
Matter of
Are
fact,
they
if I-
Your
printed
books
or
in
is it her
particular.
handwriting?
Yeah,
No,
like,
they're
are they the
printed.
handwritten copies? Or?
They are printed. Like she handed.
Leffy was a hermit. She definitely has some like early edition ones, if that.
Let me
Yeah, but I
let me
mean,
see if I
like,
can. Let me
unless
see
you've
if
got like the manuscript, I don't know that it would really help.
Oh my God! Quit it. Sorry, I hate Microsoft so much. Skip for now.
Here.
Close that. All right, I guess I got control now. Let's see here. Because there is a publishing agency that she has. I just gotta remember where it's hiding.
I was gonna say, would Leffy know where it is?
I mean, don't they?
Hold on a second. Give me a second to find it, and I can share information. But I'll dispose of it here in a minute. Let me see if I can find. I cannot find anything in this version of OneNote. Let me go to the original version that I had. And we are also hoping that I didn't lose this information. I don't think I did. I mostly lost Ivan era information. We pretty much got
This
most
is
of that
why
back.
OneNote is evil.
Yeah, I liked OneNote, but then whenever I had like hard drive issues, that's when I hate OneNote.
This is why you store all of your shit in the cloud, where it's safe
where
for everything
everybody
except for hackers.
Yeah, where everybody can help you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But your hard drive going out will not lose it.
Are you going robot on me, or is it just me hearing you?
Both of you went kind of robot for
Yeah,
me.
Everyone's kind of robot for me.
All right, maybe the internet's being weird.
Yes, I know there have been some major ISP issues lately for actual major ISPs, so it's possible.
Let's see here. Do we have it here? But if you guys can avoid this conversation for half a minute, you guys can talk about something else while I look for this.
Well, guys,
Good
do you
job.
think Shishay is her friend? So wouldn't she know if her friend had something very special and dear to her that could be a phylactery?
Shishay is her friend from a long time ago. She hadn't seen her for a very long time.
And
It
they're
is the
thinking.
And even if she knew what
She
it
did tell
was,
me.
she probably wouldn't know where it was.
She did say that the book was probably the most dire, close thing to her.
All right.
Well, I guess then it's the best key point if we, visit Elverina again.
Yep, or find out about that publisher thing.
Oh yeah, I guess you are waiting for me then. Okay, give me. God.
Well, also, wouldn't the books have where they were published?
The the problem is you're waiting for me to find my information so I can give it to you properly. That's what we're waiting for.
No, we're stalling. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you're doing a terrible job by redirecting the attention on the very thing I'm looking up.
Well, I'm wandering away for a while, and then...
Okay, I'm gonna jump out and jump back in too because
You guys
everything's
need a robot, by the way.
Oh my god, everybody's terrible.
Yeah. Let's try to reconnect again then. And if oh my god, where'd my
Everybody?
Discord? Where'd my Discord go? Where'd my Discord? All right, I'll be right back, and then you guys can hear my glorious entry. Did you know I made a video about this? Did you know I made a video about this? Don't play it twice.
Yes, you
damn it. All right. Okay. I'm still. Man, I didn't think we were going to go down this road tonight, but that's cool. But yeah.
You're not roboting anymore on my end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's
yeah.
good.
You're good, yeah.
Much better.
Yeah,
Oh, well, good.
I jumped out, jumped back in. Usually turning it off and turning it on again works. Tech support, dude.
I think it was the call having issues, though, because when I popped out and went back in, it took a minute to reconnect.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh no, here we go again, huh?
Are you okay?
I'm dying just like I was last week.
Dying is not allowed.
I don't know
You're
what
the
to tell you.
DM, you're supposed to do the killing, not the dying.
I tried, but you all survived last week, so I don't know what to do with myself.
Don't die.
I
It's
mean,
bad
to
for
be
your
fair,
health.
the DM usually does the
I mean-
most dying of anybody.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I mean, Beast died. He just got back up.
Yeah, I'm not finding it, so I might be giving you false information going here. But if I ever do find it proper, I'll re-note myself.
It's fine. It's the last session. Just pull it out of your butt.
Yeah,
It was
but-
different this time around.
Yeah. Man, I'm trying to remember the concept that I had though. I'm just gonna say it's some publishing that I'm gonna leave it broad. Like I'm not gonna give you specifics. But I think the published company is actually in the city of Marsola.
Okay, guys, we're going to Marsola.
Oh my god, we only have so much time, guys.
Let's start with close to home first and go back to the shop.
Let's go Alvarine, guys.
Yeah,
Alright,
so you guys make it back to Elvarina, right? And as
On the
you-
way to Elvarina,
Yeah.
Leffy, does any of the books have her handwriting in it, like a forward or about the author or anything like that?
I mean, the very first one, yes. Oh, do you want to come?
I want to compare her handwriting to my book.
To your yes. Okay. I will meet you guys at the shop. I'm gonna go get the books.
Okay.
And Leffy like starts briskly walking, and then she realizes it's probably important, so she's kind of like sprint jogging away as best as a druid can.
I mean, you could shapeshift if you're in a hurry.
I can't. We haven't had a
Oh,
short
yeah.
rest, and I'm out of wild shape.
Wait,
Man,
I have
you-
a wild shape.
It doesn't help
Yeah.
them, does it?
I mean, Rain could probably carry you faster than you can run.
Oh my goodness. Bridal carry, no less.
Yeah.
Leffy's gonna go do that and meet you guys at the shop.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, bye, Leffy.
So Leffy's gonna run off and grab some books that they have. You guys make it back to Elvarina's, and of course the goblets of light appear above your head. And she goes, 1 minute, and then she turns. Really? You're back already? So what did he have to say?
He's gonna look into some stuff and try some things, but we had a thought.
Okay.
As we were leaving, because it didn't sound like it was making much sense that dispelling astral projection would cause that. So,
Just
what
get
if she
to
was
it.
a lich?
A phylactery. We're looking for a phylactery. If she's a lich.
Yeah.
She just
You didn't think
she's
about
code
that.
she's code silent. Like
You didn't
Okay.
think about that, did you?
it's not my problem to be thinking about that, and if you want to keep your footing,
Okay.
you better shut the hell up, she says to Cog.
Oh, to cock. Okay.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
to you. Like you're her best customer. She's not
Okay.
mad at you.
Yeah. Okay. I thought she was getting upset because I mentioned lich in her shop.
No. She's fine with that. And
Okay.
okay. That is
Yeah.
a far-fetched ideal compared to everything else you told me. But when would she have had time to become a lich? Like, that's not something that just instantly happens. You have to be
Well,
a wizard of power to even be considered for such a thing. Not that I've researched it in detail,
wasn't she
mind you.
one? I mean, she was a necromancer. She was holding and, in theory, using the Necronomicon.
She was in
Doesn't-
trance.
Doesn't mean she's a lich, it just means she had the book.
That's true.
I mean, don't get me wrong, your mind is thinking of other ideals. I appreciate the attempt, and I don't think you're. I'm not saying you're wrong or anything, it just doesn't add up at a.
Yeah.
You know,
we
at a
just also
glance.
thought there may have been something else, possibly with the Necronomicon, that might have something to do with the whole soul thing.
Leffy comes bursting through the door with 3 volumes of smut.
Hey, quit running! This is a shop, not a fucking
Yeah.
field.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh wow, the
And,
cover is super
Tiara
cool.
has it, has the Necronomicon, and the only way we know of to reach her is through you.
Oh dear lord. Give me a second.
Here-
I'll see if I can.
Here,
get-
Hans.
And
I'm not interrupting. Sorry.
no, you're fine. Like Tierra, like she's doing a one-way call to Tierra right now.
Tell
Tierra,
Tiara I said hi.
shut up! I'm trying to cast this spell without wasting words.
You know, for books that should be trash, these actually look pretty good.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
All right.
And thus he opens up chapter 1 of Chill Touch, volume 1.
Cog goes into a corner and starts reading smut.
Yeah.
They grow up so fast.
So one-way call to Tierra is like, this group of people wish to keep making me waste spells. So would you please kindly bring yourself here and give us some words about the Necrocomicon and elate some problems with us, if you would please, about being... Oh, dear. Well, anyway, she gets the gist. And probably within 5 minutes passing, like, she's like, I'm just waiting. And, 5 minutes pass here, and eventually there's like a whoosh as a teleportation spell kicks in, and we see Tierra arrive with her staff.
Hi, Tiara.
Yeah, her staff is glowing with a soft blue hue, and she just walks over to the counter and everything, just kind of like meet up with Elverina. And then I was told you had some questions, was it? Yes, they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You go ahead, Ren. You can tell her I'm busy plotting.
You wanna go, Leffy?
So Leffy holds out the first volume of the book. So Ray is the author of these, and that's like, and Rin had the idea really, but with the whole, so she was suspended in animation, and Pippin flipping Cog in his infinite wisdom, she says with the utmost sarcasm, dispelled it. And from what we know about any sort of, if she was potentially astral projecting, which our lovely shopkeeper over here has stated, that may have been a possibility. Her soul should have came back. My Revivify took, but her soul wasn't there. And Rin thought maybe she was a lich. Oh, and Hans, here, compare handwriting, and she like shoves the book at you. And so that's where we are right now.
Okay then.
Yeah, and we thought maybe if she wasn't a lich, maybe the Necronomicon might have something to do with the trapped soul.
And could be her phylactery, or have some information on potentially where it is, or what ever have you.
God damn.
And while she's looking, Hans pulls out the book that looks very similar to the Necronomicon and starts trying to compare handwriting.
Oh yeah, and Hans has that. And she just points to Hans's
She knows.
book.
She knows we
Yeah.
pointed that out last time.
Yep.
We're aware.
She's just like she's doing that thing where she's like frazzled, and she's just like over explaining.
All right. Well, first I'll have to make a few checks with Tierra to see what information she has at the moment. Let me get her sheet open. I'll make these rolls for her.
While she's checking, does that handwriting look similar?
No.
Cool. In that case, I will also show it to Tierra and ask if she recognizes the handwriting.
That is hilarious. I was just thinking to myself, the only way, that makes sense. So she hasn't really had time to dive in. She rolled a natural 1 on the Arcana check, which is very hard for her to do. Like, it's not hard for her to score high, but yeah. But this...
I'm gonna give the DM inspiration for that. Yeah.
DM inspiration. Use it when you need it. Could be right now if you want.
I don't want to use it right now, so I'll hold on to that for you. I'm gonna wait for the the next scene.
Got you thinking about squirrels.
Oh no, I've got another scene planned before we end. At any rate.
Oh
With squirrels?
Shh. Not so loud. Remember what I said about meta knowledge? I might slip every now and then on purpose, but shh. Anyways, Tierra goes, I haven't had a time to look into the Necrocomicon. However, I did get it set up back at the research facility, and like I said, haven't had a chance to go completely through it. I have to wait till tomorrow to even cast the spell needed to learn anything of Advent. I just used a teleportation that somebody else was able to do, so I can get here to answer your questions if I could. As you know, we are all still battle worn.
Yeah, that's fair. Then, aside from that, do you know of any way to locate, like a Lich's phylactery thing?
No.
Okay.
No, it's just the only way you would find out what a Lich's phylactery is if they somehow revealed it to you. Like,
Well, she's dead, so I don't think that's happening.
She's not dead. She's just soulless.
No, no, she's dead. She was getting stiff.
yeah, the soul
She
not being
is
in the
dead.
body is definitely death.
Yeah, no, I killed her.
I swear to God, I'm gonna banish him. Okay, calm down. It would succeed too because he has negative charisma, I'm sure. Anyway, I know right now I'm kind of like talking to you guys in a circle, right? Like you guys just got back from battle, so maybe the thing that needs to happen is you guys take time and recuperate. So I'm gonna skim things a bit and kind of like let you guys develop things that are happening over the next week, right? And I want you to think of this moment as a send-off for your characters as well. So we're going to kind of like go around the table and you're going to tell us how your character has spent the week with all the information gathering and, you know, like just like I said, if you want to make an impression with your character, this would be the time to do it if you haven't done it already, right? So, oh God, Whooper, you better not be pooping in that cage. At any rate, yeah, there's a scent, guys. Anyway, moving on. So Tierra spends time explaining to you that they need time, and reinforms each and every one of you. You look like the thing that I'm smelling right now, and you should all go get some rest and return to this in the near future. As soon as they find out anything, they'll get a hold of you. And with that, you guys could definitely start doing stuff now, but if you want to wait and explain things throughout the week, we could do that. And she sends you on your way to head back to the guild house to recuperate. Just to be fair, I could go left to right, but I think I'm going to do turn order one more time. So, if you want your week, go ahead and roll initiative. And I will roll for the NPCs as well, and give you their bits of information throughout the week as well.
Yeah, so go last. Good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put Shisha on there, and then that'll be it. All right. All right, but it looks pretty similar. Leffy.
Yeah, I rolled a 22 before, and this time I got a 21. Like I don't know, I have +2 to my initiative.
Well, you're winning the race.
I feel like as a character, Leffy is very kind. She's the type of person who's like, she's honest and blunt but fair. And in this moment with everything that's going on, I feel like outside of being just very annoyed at Cog, she would be wanting to split her time helping do research, whether that be at the temple or here in the shop, helping try to figure out like what's going on with the spells, because she's very in tune with her magic, even though not all magic is, created or like taught or learned equally. She's very much she's a druid, she's a giver to the natural world, and this isn't necessarily natural to her. So she just is wanting to do everything she can to help, but also as much as Shay will let her, she kind of just wants to support her and everything, because she doesn't remember a lot, but she does remember loss and just this feeling of like feeling lost and this minor helplessness when it comes to someone you care about resonates with her. She just wants to be the supportive, even if it's at an arm's length, supportive friend, guild member in this time, and help do whatever she can, use whatever magic spells, all that, checking the stars, anything she can do to help find something out of what's going on with Ray's soul.
Absolutely. I would say yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, you find yourself investigating stuff and doing that on your own time. Tierra does come to you guys about maybe 3 or 4 days later and explains to you that the Necronomicon isn't a book that can create liches or is tied to liches. It doesn't it could. I think the Necronomicon might have the formula to become a lich, and she informs you that it's such a strenuous thing to even achieve that it's near impossible to even get to lichhood, and this girl just to have the means to do it. I mean, it doesn't make sense. If she did it, then something is off about how that happened. So Tierra's almost convinced that she's not a lich, but it is still like a question in the back of her head, though. But if she was to gauge by the information she has dug up, she would not even have the time or the means, according to some of the information, to achieve this within a reasonable time. So that's what she informs you, and she informs that she'll check back as soon as more information comes, and that'll be Tierra's visit. Spornrat.
Okay. Cornwrap will first, if he still has the School of Gentle Repose, he will cast it on the corpse.
Matter of fact,
You know?
while it is in the care of the temple, they don't charge extra for that. They just go ahead and do it themselves. And Gentle Repose actually has a day cycle, it has a number of days, I believe, 10 days. And since you already cast it, I think
10 days.
Yep, 10 days.
See, the DM knows things. Aren't you surprised? You do not have to worry about it for 10 days, which I'm not giving you 10 days, I'm giving you a week. So you don't have to worry about it, is what I'm saying.
Okay, good.
So you can just focus on your character then.
Scornwrath, being a holy user himself, will probably be part of the research team also. Researching about liches. Also, his innate curiosity about everything. He wants to learn about the this so-called death curse. This reviv curse. Revivify, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much all. It'll be with Leffy on researching about liches and stuff.
So Leffy, you got a shadow with you. All right.
Okay, that's fine. I feel like she would be it's like a think tank where they're both bouncing ideas off each other and assisting with all the research and everything like that.
All right. If that ends your turn there, we'll move on to the next one. Scorn, is that the end?
Yep. Sorry.
Thank you. All right. Saria.
So Saria spent a day just relaxing and recovering from all the fights she's seen and just kind of taking some time to contemplate what has happened and what she's learned. And then after about 1 or 2 days, she decides to start. She's bouncing between the temple and the shops and offering to go fetch ingredients and do whatever, go fetch books or whatever else is needed, and just kind of trying to help out as much as she can.
Fair enough. A lot of you are being busybodies, it would seem. Pippin.
Speaking of busy,
Yeah.
Pippin has been down lately because of not only him being dethroned, but also because he thinks he killed frickin' Ray. So he's been like coping by like stress eating and also by reading a lot of Chilled Love.
Chilled Touch, you mean?
Chilled Touch, sorry.
Yeah,
I
it's named
forgot
after
about
the
it.
spell.
Oh, right. Yeah, but he's just reading a lot of Chilled Touch, which he probably stole from Leffy's room.
Yeah. You'll notice, like, some of the characters are kind of closely named to Shishay and Ray, and, like, they've been altered to an extent. Like, instead of Shishay, it's just Shay Shay. Or, instead of Mori, it's, like, Martin or something. Like, she just barely changed key characters' names just enough to where it's not exactly their name. And that's kind of like
It's
to
odd.
Leffy's expense. That's how you kind of like started putting things together. It's like the letters of the names started, and then maybe at this point, like you also realize, wait a minute, was that about Shishay? But yeah, so that's kind of like, since you're freshly reading it, that's why I give you that info.
Yeah, that's odd to him. He probably won't bring it up until it gets brought up in conversation, though.
Yeah. All right. Every so often, though, you could swear you hear hooves outside your doors.
Oh yeah, he's definitely staying in his room hiding.
All right. Cyan with some weird eyes. What do you got?
Well, Cyan will probably... Yeah, he will probably research too. He will also visit the libraries that he has access to. And yeah, his sage background kicks partially in. He tries to if possible to acquire a empty notebook and starts opportunistically to make some notes if he can find something useful. What probably will rarely happen, but still. Yeah. He tries to find clues as good as he can about necromancy, about liches, about phylacteries. Yeah. He does approaches a similar approach like Leffy.
Does anybody have an original thought to themselves? I'm sure I'm about
Who
to
the heck
get
has
some.
been writing in my book?
Yeah, I know, right? So, Hans.
Cyan acquired a own.
A what?
Just an empty book to make some own notices.
That has nothing to do with anything.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
I can move on then, right? Good. Hans,
Yeah.
you're up.
Hans has been looking through libraries and such, trying to find a handwriting that matches whoever was writing in his book, or whoever was writing in it before it was his book.
Right.
And when Tiara came, he wanted to check with her to see if she recognizes the handwriting. And anybody in town, just literally anybody he runs into throughout the whole week. Do you recognize this handwriting? Do you recognize this handwriting? Trying to match it with famous necromancers or liches that might have some writings in a library somewhere or in Tiara's school, right? School that they're at?
Arcana.
Arcanum.
yeah,
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, it's not an academy or anything, but they do teach young mages.
Okay.
All right. And you know what? Since you're looking for that, give me an investigation because you are out there investigating this hardcore. All right. A lot of old books. Like you go to the Arcanium or the library and kind of like go through their books and stocks, and it takes you a better part of this week, but there is a journal that you find written by a man named Javal, and the handwriting seems very similar.
Javal. Does that name ring a bell?
Give me a history check.
Oh, wait,
ouch.
I have a thing. I have a thing.
If you got him.
I have a thing. It's a chronal shift,
Oh,
which is
yeah,
basically
yeah.
I'm going to re-roll it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Nice. Damn. Okay. Let's
You
go.
might be getting
Two
some
opposite
embarrassed-
ends of the spectrum.
God.
So Javal had written journals in the past, and these journals had data entry about when the arcane became more spread, like when mages actually started coming up in the world. So maybe you have found a forbidden journal of Javal, or maybe he had some inkling to the information that's inside these like, yeah, okay, there it is. Javal Meritor is his name. And this journal documents the journey of Javal that he took along the western coast of Kaznek. He explains in this particular book that you find that has similar handwriting, how sheep herding, cattle driving, and all year crops are made in these lands and very admirable to live in. He explains how he met several monster races that would be considered allies from back then. Apparently, there was a war between an evil humanoid race that wanted to fight the tyranny of the realm. Like, you spend time reading it. And then there's talk like mages and druids joining together to assemble and push this threat away. And goes over like key cities, like Essel being a small village where turtles live. Farming villages, or Corin, a capital city that was said to be the lair of a tyrant baron, and stuff like that.
But it was his handwriting that wrote my my spellbook
It is
before it was
very
mine?
similar. Yep, it's very similar.
So Hans recalls that he didn't actually find this spellbook. There was somebody traveling through his forest where he lived, and he might have nicked it
Who knows?
and was caught, and that's what he was punished by being tossed into the ethereal bleed, and that's what caused the opening that destroyed his home.
All right, there you go. Anything else happening that week? Move it on then, I guess. Beast? If you want to go ahead and pass it.
Alright. So, being as all this magic-y and undead stuff is far beyond Beast's simple little mind, he's been, introspecting about the fact that he almost died several times, and actually died once and came back. And I would like to roll him a history check, if I may.
Yes, you may.
Let's see if he remembers things or not. No, no, he did not.
Mhm. Tell you what, why don't you go ahead and take my DM inspiration?
I actually have one of those already.
Oh, well, then use yours.
All right, we'll try. -1 modifiers. So beautiful.
What we got? 10? I mean, I would
Got a
say
10.
scratch on the surface. What are you trying to remember?
Kind of like his life before coming to Asperia, because he is not native to this realm.
Fair enough. Do you know where you're from?
He doesn't remember the exact name of the place, but he remembers growing up in a sandy arena, a gladiatorial combat, where he faced death every day, and where he earned the name, the Beast of the Arena.
Nice. Well, since it's in another realm, that's what it is. Oh, anything else interesting happening that week for Beast?
Probably not.
Okay. Then we will move to Ren.
Alright. So, Rin is, you said before that the Raven Queen, dealt in souls and death and all of that stuff, and...
Well, I mean, she's one of many.
Yeah. So, Rin's actually going to start praying to the Raven Queen again, as much as she doesn't really want to try and...
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Alright, let's hear your prayer.
Yeah. She's going to, because, you know, her reasoning is that if Ray's soul is trapped somewhere, that might be something the Raven Queen might take exception to, hopefully more than she takes exception to the fact that Rin still exists.
Who are you again? So, yeah, what do
Yeah,
you say? What
well,
do you say in your
that'd be
prayer?
good. Yeah, let's see. Well, you know, it would be multiple prayers over the course of the week, probably.
Okay,
but
so nothing, but just along
yeah.
those lines. Got
Like,
it, alright.
yeah, trying to just say, you know, Raven Queen, I know that that we've had our differences, and you know that I've screwed up, and I hope that you can see past that for this. And you know, when there's a friend whose soul is trapped where it shouldn't be, and there's probably undead involved, and I know you don't like them. And we're trying to save her, and I'm hoping that you may be able to help somehow with that, and see past our differences here. And please don't kill me in the meantime, but...
Alright. I need 2 things from you.
Okay.
Give me persuasion check.
Alright, persuasion is right here. Oh my god.
Wow.
Now I need
You're doing amazing,
Wow.
Let's do a thing.
You got it.
okay, we can
You
do
know
it,
you
we
got
can do
it.
that.
You good.
What? It's level 1. Let's go. Go ahead and do
Oh,
your
maybe
thing.
we'll do a thing. Here we go. It's
Wait,
it's
what we got? What
loading.
we got? All right, take it down there.
We got.
Nah, this might not be much better, but I'll let the
Did
dice
someone
tell the
need
story
an
if you want,
advantage?
making it some
Here you
advantage on
go.
it.
All right, go ahead and
Try
reroll.
again.
Eight.
Not much better.
Lovely. Roll me a D100 now.
At least I don't just drop dead immediately, you know.
You
So
say
what's
that
that?
now.
What was
You
that?
say that now. You say that now. D100.
Hey, Rin.
Okay.
Wait.
A 5.
Oh dear, someone's bought advantage.
Got
He
that
was
really
already.
That's
Alright.
either awesome or terrible.
Okay, so one, the roll has already been manipulated through Dixper, so you cannot buy a second reroll. That's what he was trying to tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you should have said something that you're going to do something, and I could have told you that sooner. I'll give that back to you. But, thank you so much for at least Wait, what do we got here? I don't even see that one go through. Or was you
It
used
wasn't a
channel points.
Dixper, it was a
You used
channel
channel
points.
points. All right, yeah, I'll have to go over and yeah, cause Shella talks to me in all kinds of things. I'll give you your channel points back afterwards. Just remind me.
Okay.
All right.
Actually, I can probably do that for you.
Let's see here. So, okay. I'll tell you this: the 5 is a success, but I won't go into what it does just yet.
Fair enough.
Oops. Anything else for you before I move it to Wolfgang?
No, that was basically what Rin is doing, just over and over again every day, just trying to commune with her.
All right, Wolfgang.
Okay, so now that we have time to count down and Wolfgang sees everyone rushing for research and everything going to shit, I would like to make a history check.
Sure.
Yeah, this is not the first time Wolfgang has said something like that. Because as a librarian, she remembers a very similar situation. Group of rogue-looking adventurers coming in, coming out, asking for any books she had on necromancy, the Ethereal Bleed, everything related to it. Their hushed whispers talking about how they found something, they found someone, something was happening. And she remembers at the time that she did not pay much attention to it, to just adventurers doing their thing. But the more she thinks back on it, she kind of realizes that their research back then, before she lost her memories and came into the Ethereal Bleed, is really similar to the one the group is doing now. And she's like, huh, this is an interesting thing. Maybe this is not the first time this shit is happening.
All right, you said you wanted a history check, right?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
You told her to roll for it before, and she did.
Oh, she did 6.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm distracted. Sorry. Yeah.
I took care of the channel points, by the way.
Thank you. Oh yeah, that's right. You're a mod. Thanks.
Yeah.
So yeah, Wolfgang, what about that memory again?
Basically, that when she was a librarian, before she got into the Ethereal Bleed, she remembers a bunch of adventures coming through and doing basically the same kind of research, asking her about necromancy, asking her about the books on the Ethereal Bleed, just making comments that are very similar to her group, like making comments like, oh, all those kind of things. And she's like, huh, we are doing the same thing they did back then. Is there maybe a connection?
All right. Well, I didn't hear
'Cause,
anything
like,
that I needed to
same
add
thing.
to it, so yeah. All right. That's why I was trying to make sure if there's anything I need to add to that. Like, was there something from your past that well, I mean, you get your memory, but I'm not.
Yeah, so she just, I think she just kind of figured out like that, oh, this is not the first time this is happening. There is some cyclical nature to this whole thing.
And I
You
would
have
say
figured
like,
out we're in Groundhog Year.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably, yeah. All right. Anything else you did during the week?
Nope.
Moving on, Gracchus.
During the week, probably most of the time, Gracchus will, being a quote unquote expert in special supernatural threats, you will try to find out more about anything more on that connection, not the Necronomicon book and its owner, like like how it would be used, or if there's any way where any kind of strong connection or anything.
Sounds like this is being done by Tier, but you're trying to do your own?
Basically.
Give me an investigation.
12.
12. I mean, basically, Tierra delivers all the information she has, and that's pretty much all the information you're able to ascertain on your own. You realize that the libraries, as full of information and history that they are, that they just don't have full details on the Necronomicon itself. Like, it's a book that's about itself, so not many people took note of it, so to speak. Or at least the information you gathered did not speak of it much. Anything else you're doing besides that?
Probably towards the end of the week, he's gonna find Shisha and like try to stay as close as possible to her, basically, as in the sense where, keep an eye, watch over her in a way.
Yeah, like she doesn't spend all of her time with Ray.
Yeah.
So she definitely just kind of like goes about her business. And for that brief moment, there was emotion. Now there is nothing. Like, she's back to her monotone self.
Okay.
All
right.
There's
That's all I
nothing
got.
else. Then, yeah, moving on. And Shisha spends the better part of her week just kind of like, I guess I kind of like got into it, but she just basically busies herself. Like, she's even more hyper focused, if that makes sense. Like, she's doing everything in her power to just stay distracted. And with that, she just kind of like takes it in stride with all the people who are bringing information, what have you. But other than that, she just remains vigilant and stoic, but very monotone and hyper-focused, always finding some way to keep busy, and also flipping the insurance money that she has earned for the guild as well. So that's what she does for her time. And that looks like
Sorry.
everybody, right? So at the end, multiple things happen. Ren, why is your character sheet constantly popping up on my screen?
I have
What?
no idea.
I have no idea either. Trying to figure out if I did something there. Ebony is searching for a new place to poop. That's one thing that's happening. Another thing that is happening is there has been some success at the temple, and the Ray's spirit has been given a chance to return thanks to the Raven Queen, who basically heard your prayer. A divine intervention was rolled, and you rolled below the 8% chance that you had to make it work.
Damn!
Yes.
And
Yes.
all of a sudden, like, the whole church is bustling near the end of this week, and they're like, yeah, we did that. We did it. And she has been brought back to life, but she is currently, like, she's asleep, basically, as her body is healing and trying to regain its composure. Shisha is brought
Understandable. She's been dead for at least a week. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, she's been at it for a week, but the Raven Queen finally hears your prayer, and upon so, you find Ray waking up, and I guess like everybody getting ready to interrogate the hell out of her, right? And what happens is like Selva's like, not all of you in here at once. Like, she's just coming back from the dead. She should not be seeing a whole bunch of people to scare her back to death. You hear me? So Selvin,
Don't
kinda
worry,
like,
I can go in there.
you especially
No.
need to stay out because I heard things. And I swear to God, if you cast Dispel Magic in here, I will break your fingers. At any rate,
All I did was kill her.
Leffy's kind of playing door guard right now. Like
Yeah.
she's let Shisha's in there, give them their space, but she's like one at a time. Nobody, like, don't bum rush the room. She's holding herself back from asking for an autograph.
you got the book and everything ready, right? And
They're in the bag, but she's holding back.
Yeah, so I kept everybody at bay. Can I have your autograph? Okay, So
No,
I
that's why. That's the real reason she's guarding the door. So she'll be closest when Ray actually comes out.
yeah, I tell you what, if you're outside, which most of you are, I think only Shishe is probably allowed in initially, unless somebody's trying to advocate to be there. Otherwise, well, yeah, Shishe says no. Wait out here.
Yeah,
you didn't do a
like,
good
give
job
them- give them their
advocating, apparently.
space.
Yeah. So, like I said, unless you
Give them
advocate,
their
advocate means actually tell me the reason, and you're going to convince Shishe, but also Selvin. And Selvin's like, we don't need as many people in here. People she might know, it's okay, but if she don't know you, I don't want her to think that, yeah. You know, it's like a patient waking up from a coma and everything. You don't want to scare them back to death, right? But so we watch as you all get shoot out, and I'll let you all make perception check to see if you can hear the conversation taking place inside. You need to roll a 14 or higher to get this perception. So you do not have
16, let's go.
I have passive 14.
I am not
passive
asking
14.
for passive. There's actively a door blocking your passageway.
Okay.
So either roll
Why
or
do I have
you
a
didn't hear it.
plus?
There, you didn't hear it.
Leffy's not necessarily interested in their conversation. She's just happy Ray's okay.
Yep, fair enough.
Cog has recently become a fan of Chilled Touch.
Trying to get her autograph and everything too. Huh?
I want to make it very clear that Leffy bought Cog his own copies so he would keep his hands off of hers because of the condition that they are in.
All right. And so here's the conversation. So why did you do it? I'm sorry, Shishe. I thought I was helping. Helping the people who killed Mori. You thought you were helping. Yeah. No. Well, look, you and Mori, you always take the patrols. You were always on the watch. You two grew so close together, I hardly got to spend time with either of you. So I thought, if I could just get stronger too, maybe I could... So what happened? I was approached. And they said that this would help me out. It had spells in it. And you know me, I'm no stranger to learning things. And this person mentored me, and I thought it would get me closer to you and Mori, but I didn't know he was going to do that. I had to kill him again to put him to death. And you can hear Shishe's voice trembling as she says this. I'm sorry, Shishe, I didn't mean that. I truly didn't. And you had to go and write a damn book about it? I know, dumb idea, but you moved and needed a way to make money, and books are my thing. I'm sorry, look. What can I do to make it up to you? Tell me why you were there. I only remember so much. I was trying to ask questions about some of the contents of the spell book, and then I don't remember anything that happened after that. I think he did something. Who is he? And the words are lost to her lips. She tries to think of the name. I don't remember. What a lot of good you're worth. And Shishe storms out. and then all of you are like holding cups to the door, kind of like falling part way. No.
We all pretend we weren't clearly
Yeah.
listening at the door.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wolfgang just kind of goes, oh shit.
Yeah.
I feel like they fall like like Scooby Doo style, where everybody's like peeking and
Yeah.
they're like stacked on top of each other, and she just rips the door back, and they all just fall through.
Yeah.
I'll see you
You
back at the
see,
field house.
at this,
Sorry, we listened in and heard everything.
yeah, at this point, Wolfgang just kind of freaking out a little bit, and she goes, "Oh, we need to talk to Ray. We need to talk to Ray. Ray, Shishay, don't go. We need to. This is not the first time this is happening again."
She pushes her way past you and walks out the door. I need air. I need air.
All right. Okay. But it's really important.
Yeah,
Wait,
she
Wolfgang again?
Yeah.
She
this
steps.
is
Yeah, she steps
again.
outside the temple just to get her breath.
Yes, again. This is happening again. Yes. We need to talk to Ray and Shishay. We need to because this is happening again, and it's gonna happening again.
What
I think.
do you mean it's happening again? What's happening again exactly? What are
Okay.
you talking about, Wolfgang? You're making no sense.
What
Okay. You know all the research you guys have been doing, and going to the
No.
library and asking and all of that.
Not really.
Yes.
Not really.
Well, not really.
No,
Okay.
I haven't been doing any research.
Okay.
No.
You know how
Been
some
playing.
of us have been doing the research. Anyways, I remember something because you know, turns out I used to be a librarian.
Okay.
And
I'm sorry.
What?
Wait, what?
You were
You
a librarian?
a librarian?
yes,
Yeah, right.
It's a po-
I don't.
Wolfgang.
look, I got state benefits. Look, I was a diversity hire.
That's the point.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
we might be losing.
Okay. Anyways, I remember back when I was the librarian that there was this group of people. They were adventurers, like we are now, and they
Okay.
were kept going and they asked me books for necromancy, books for Detro Bleed, books on memory type kinda spell stuff, and I remember because they were asking the same thing as you guys, reading the same books as you guys, and the thing is, it's not the first time whatever is happening to us has happened. And
I
it happened.
mean,
No, I mean, look, there's something cyclical about it, because if this whole memory thing is happening and it has affected Ray, and Ray has been out of commission for years, something is actively fucking with our memories of various peoples and creating the Etro Bleeds and bringing everyone here. So yeah, we need to talk to Shishay because maybe the Etro Bleed, there is something else intelligence behind it instead of just being a phenomenon, a thing that happens.
It's Joven's fault.
Who?
Joven.
Who's Joven?
I might have figured out who this book belonged to before me. And then I got this diary that I found that matches it, and he was a Duval.
No, it's fine. I like
Clearly
this.
don't know how to.
Nah, you didn't know how to pronounce it. I know it. It's okay.
Would I have heard of that person?
History check at disadvantage.
Oh wow.
Yeah, good
Wow.
job.
Okay.
No.
Would I have heard of him like since from the adventures?
Straight roll.
I still have the journal
Sick.
too.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him. Yeah, and yeah, you have his number 1 journal.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
pretty sure
so-
he's the one that's causing all this. He threw me in the ethereal bleed.
Okay.
And he wrote. He's the one that had this spell book before me.
I mean, we're clearly not the first ones to investigate the ethereal bleed. I don't really see how that necessarily means that it's cyclical, though.
So you
Like,
mean
it's been
Hold on.
around a long time, right?
Do you have to roll,
Hans?
please? Or
Yeah.
above
Hans,
table asking? Or
if I'm
Well,
asked,
I mean, kind of both, but yeah.
Yeah,
Like in character, Ren was asking, but also,
all right, yeah. Then I'm gonna
I
hold on
think
answering it.
above table too. But yeah.
I'll answer.
Yeah, that's
it
fine.
in a bit.
Hans, would you remember the person? Would you remember the Javal?
What he looks like?
Yeah.
DM with that 29 history check from before. Would I remember what he looks like?
Technically, you just know that his writing matched. I don't know if Javal was the one responsible for it though. Like I haven't ran that through the mill. Like he wrote the book.
I was gonna say, you say he stole the book from someone.
You know
So,
what?
like,
Here's what I'll
he's
give you.
saying
Here's what
is the person he stole the book
All right,
from.
I
Javal.
figured it out. So whoever Javal is, he's the one who was responsible for the writing. But your impression might be that he's the one that did it. So whatever you want to describe him as, will be the description. Whether or not it's correct or not, you don't know. But you're going on gut instinct, right?
I'm pretty sure this is Javal, and I'm pretty sure it's that guy.
Yeah. So you can describe what you think he looks like. Like he's a guy with white hair,
I mean,
maybe, or a straight goatee, or
yeah.
something. Whatever you could think of there.
Then we have.
I'm gonna be honest. Now that I even think about it, Hans has no idea. He's not a Harengon. He's, I think he's human. He probably had hair on his head and like 2 eyes and a nose. I think he wore a dark cloak.
He looks like the rest.
I know.
He looks just like you in a way.
Kind of looks, all the rest of you human folk, you kind of all look the same.
Yeah,
Cog points at himself. Did he look like me?
I mean, humans kind of all look the same, 2 feet, 2
Less hair.
hands.
Probably less
hair
hair
only on
than
top.
Cog.
Like,
Yeah, Cog's
Yes.
a bugbear, so he's kind of got hair everywhere.
Yeah.
no.
He's also
We can
7
ask
feet
Ray.
tall.
We can ask
Yeah,
Ray.
well, the height's a negotiable thing when you're a Harengon.
Yeah.
Everybody's tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys got some interesting ideas here. All right. So yeah, you described this guy. Looks like a human. Has eyes. Probably male. Maybe. I don't know.
He probably has hair.
Yeah. I mean, he
I
has
was
hair
gonna
on the head,
suggest
whatever.
that. I was gonna suggest if Ray would remember the person that gave the book to her, because she did say they or him.
Well, here's the
that
question.
The book
above
was
table. Okay, so like you guys are still sitting outside the door, or at least standing up and getting off of each other, right? Like I'm trying to figure out where you are because you could have access to Ray instant.
Rin opens the door and calls inside. Hey, Ray, do you recognize the name Javal?
Who are you, and why are you asking me questions?
I'm the guy who killed you.
What?
Shut up, you. I'm Rin, and
Finger
I'm
of
one of the
death.
party that got
Shit.
you out of the dungeon place in Pearl Lance, and brought you back here and
What
helped
was
bring
I
you back to
doing
life.
in Pearl Lance?
Killing.
You were in a cage of bones.
Yeah, we had to free you.
You raised an
Yeah.
arm.
Raised
you raised
an
an army
army?
of dead.
No, I didn't.
Well, we don't know if she raised the army or not.
I
There
did.
were definitely a lot of undead.
There was a lot of undead around you, though. But
There was also that skeleton
definitely guarding
horde.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
maybe
You forgot
guarding.
about Skeletor, didn't you?
No, he's back.
No, he's not there though.
Oh well.
I was just telling you that out of character.
My nemesis.
So, I mean, all right. So Rin has kind of like inserted himself in the room to ask questions directly, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, because we go in after.
Yeah.
All right.
We follow.
And
Not everybody.
just so you know what the scene
Everyone
looks
follows.
like. So, like
Wow.
she's okay. So like she's sitting in a bed with her knees up to her chin. Like she's curled up in a position. Just trying to take everything in, and you can see watery stains going down her eyes. She's been crying, of course, because her and Shisha had this emotional argument. So what do you want from me?
I just want to know if you recognize the name Javal.
Never heard of it.
Okay, thank
Inside
you.
check. Inside check.
Go ahead, make an insight check.
Yeah. Can I? As you were saying, can I do his own truth?
I mean,
Around?
it's kind
You
of
can do it
already
now,
happened. I
and then
literally like
re-ask the-
opened the door and asked.
Yeah. So
Alright,
I mean, you
15,
can,
I guess.
yeah, you can ask again and do it then if you want. But yeah, in the moment, yeah, you didn't do that.
Yeah, I'll ask. Yeah.
As far
As
as
he's
you,
asking you, he'll go around.
yeah. So as
He'll
far
go
as you,
around like.
So as you insight check her in the moment, she appears to be telling you pretty much the truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as for he goes around in a circle, 6 hours sword, like lightly, and puts a sheath back in and tells her Rin and the others. And he just stands and concentrates for like, concentrates and goes, ask her anything.
I already asked her what I wanted to ask her. I didn't need any
3 more.
magic for that. I mean, that's rude.
You said they. Who were they that
Who do
gave you
you-
the book?
I don't remember.
Does she tell the truth?
She said words.
How's that working?
If they say
Really?
things, they can't knowingly lie to you when
Mm.
in a zone of truth. Then again, I have to roll her. Is it charisma save?
Yeah, that is assuming that they succeeded or.
Yeah, hold
or-
on. I'll take a
or
quick look and
failed
see
on the
what.
check. I
Let me
mean.
just throw a d20 out there, and I'll add some modifiers. I don't think I have a character sheet for her. What's your DC?
You're the amazing Sugi. 13.
13.
Yeah, she meets it.
I'm sorry, did you say she succeeds?
She meets it. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
wow. Okay.
Yeah. But at the same time, your insight check tells you earlier that she's still not lying.
Okay. If anybody has questions, ask now.
Tell you what, though, she'll fail it on purpose.
Okay.
No, if you have questions
Well,
and this is the way you want to ask me, then have at it.
I mean that's not really the way I would want to ask, but
Yeah, like
like
There's
I
not-
said, it seems
there's
rude,
lot-
especially to
there's
somebody
not
who's
a lot
been
I
through
could
all
tell.
this already.
There's not a lot I could tell you anyway. So if you have a question, I'll tell
Yeah.
you what I know, but I don't know much.
But heed the zealot's lesson well.
Are you a lich?
Our death
No.
may find it.
And thank you for that raid. Who did we have that just ran in here? Like, I didn't have a chance to check the activity log there.
Siren
Siren.
Sinalco.
Hello there. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the stream. We are having our season finale of our open roleplay. And we're here getting to the end of the story, hopefully. So yeah, Ray just kind of like tells you, no, I'm not a lich. Why would you even... Okay, look. I researched it, yes, but no, I'm not a lich. I don't think. She kind of like feels her arms and hands, just like, I don't think I am.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe.
I don't...
Wolfgang kind of approaches her and goes, You said you studied before. Did you do it by yourself or did you have a group or something?
I had a mentor, but I can't remember his name. Her name? Their name? I'm not sure.
Wait,
Show her
did
the
you
book.
did you go through the ethereal bleed?
No.
All right.
We can
Probably
help
just
her.
the coma that's making her forget stuff.
Did you write the Chill Touch books?
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I had a hobby where I loved making these stories, and
Show her the books.
Shishay and Mori were
Fluffy.
Shishay and Mori were
Oh
such
yeah, I'm on
a
volume 12.
cute couple.
Leffy,
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Leffy walks up with like the first 3 volumes really shy. She's like, hi, I tried to revive you with whatever's going on. I just really can I have your autograph?
Get persuasion check to get an autograph. Good luck.
Max will like put like his hand up to stop in a way to keep it at distance because she could
Oh, just
do magic.
go ahead and roll it.
And
Yeah,
Rin's
just
gonna
this.
walk up and just kind of.
Holy
shit.
She kind of
Never
like
mind.
she like cuffs her hands across her face and kind of like gives a soft squeal. If you got a quill, I'd be happy to.
Leffy reaches into her bag and pulls out a quill and like 3 volumes.
And yeah, she'll go ahead and sign her name to him. Oh my God, it has been ages since I wrote this. And she flips through some of the pages.
How many ages?
History check? Can she do it?
What do you mean?
Can she do a history check? The way we're doing it, because she went parents of the Ethereal.
It's not the Ethereal Blade.
But it can,
let me
would it work
just
that
throw
way?
it up. Yeah, all right, I did a roll. It's not very helpful.
Okay.
Oh, Ray, I also wanted to ask you. I've been reading Chilled Touch lately as well. Do you like have a crush on Shishay or something?
No, I was.
Cog, we all have a crush on Shishay.
Well, look,
What?
she's my best friend. Look. Maybe you're reading wrong, but her and Mori had a thing together. I was the third wheel in that story.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because she's a very, very prominent character in the books.
She was inspiring the character. To be fair, it's not actual.
Oh,
it's a
but
I see.
It's a fiction. Okay, it's fictional. It's not what really happened.
She's also really boring though, so.
Look,
Oh,
if
your
she's
face is
inspired to if she's inspired to write pornography of her friends, that's her thing.
You know what? I think Ray and Rapture actually would be friends, to be honest. Now I think about it in that light, but no. Anyway, moving on.
Just thank you. And Leffy kind of just tucks him in her bag and like scoots back to the back of the room.
Nice. All right, cool.
Yep. Rin standing back there just kind of pats Leffy on the back.
Nice.
Good job. Way to go.
Cog hears what Wolfgang just said, and he's just like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna go too. I'm good."
Okay. Is there anything else you want to ask me since you have this wonderful spell surrounding me?
Yeah. Do you remember getting a headache?
Stares at half of you and goes, "Yeah, I do. Why?"
Wolfgang just remembers the time she bowed to the king of squirrels and dropped her head and banged her head against the floor by accident. It's like, no reason.
Oh. It's a good thing
Hey, what was
Revivify
like being dead?
restores the body, right? I'm sorry, what was that score?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask what it's like being dead.
Kind of like not being here.
Interesting.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Do
I
you,
don't. Go ahead.
do you have any idea where your soul was trapped or anything, or remember anything about that?
I don't remember. And she struggles. Like, she's definitely trying to. But yeah, with the Zone of Truth up, you
It's
can
okay.
definitely verify that she doesn't remember.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
glimpses.
Well, that's fine. Oh, okay.
Wait, Star.
Hmm?
Can I make some check to see if I recognize if her memory loss was like natural causes, like getting out those concussions, or if it's like magic?
You're the reason she doesn't remember anything.
Medicine check or Arcana, if you're trying
17.
Yeah, you're definitely the reason she forgot.
Jesus
You just see Wolfgang looking very guilty for a second. And she's like,
Oops.
damn. Something must have cursed you to lose your memory. Are you sure it was not the ethereal bleed? Or maybe someone cast modify memory. There are many reasons a person may lose their memories that have nothing to do with me.
Ray has
Yeah,
like a
like
bunch of bumps
smacking
on
their
her
head
head.
on the ground 7,500 times a minute.
Question: Are you guys in the circle?
Yeah, they are.
Are
Silence
you?
on that.
Is
Real
that
quick,
right?
though. Real
Okay.
quick though, as
Okay.
you say, modify memory. There's a flash, and she kind of like has this vision where somebody's putting a finger on her head,
Ah,
but you don't know that out of character. You just see her kind of like distantly gaze. But that's for the audience.
You okay?
did you think of something?
Oh, I don't know. It's probably nothing.
But no, share with the class, please.
We're in a
Still got 2
class.
minutes.
What?
Yeah, anything could be important. You never know how
I-
important it is until you share it.
I just had a brief flash of like someone putting their finger on my forehead. I don't know. It's weird.
Okay, I didn't do that, so maybe it's someone else.
It's a little column A and a little column B at this point.
Yeah, like
mention that.
so maybe someone did use magic on your memories.
Didn't Hans mention that?
What
Didn't
did he
Hans mention that?
Hans
didn't
isn't
mention
actually
shit.
in the room right
I
now,
mean,
so
yeah, but
he didn't mention anything.
No, before we were talking, he mentioned that he got touched in the head.
No, that was Felix.
No.
That was
Oh,
Felix.
that was a
Felix
cutscene
ago
with
that got
Felix,
touched on the
and
head. Yeah.
I will definitely have that cutscene for you in a bit. Here, I want to give us time to kind of like bring things to an end. But we don't have to end it yet, right? We got a little bit of time left.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
Ray
what,
Ray has a wait.
What Hans said was that he got thrown into the bleed. Like, that's all Hans really said.
Okay.
Yeah. And Hans has his own version of what he thinks is who, which is good. No, like yeah, like I'll put it above table. Like Javal was a historian who wrote many journals that were basically about. Remember that city you went to investigate underneath the sea?
Yeah.
When that
Yes.
thing was on land,
With Bear.
he was journeying across the continent when it was on land. And that's what most of his journals are about. Matter of fact, I don't remember who was a part of the thing, but I think Tierra may at one point mentioned one of his journals, but it was such an obstinate memory that I didn't think to bring it up either. That is a physical memory in real life where I completely had a brain fart. But here in the moment, though, is there anything else you want to do with Ray here, who is still collecting herself?
Yeah, Wolfgang at this point is just like, yeah, doesn't that spell modify memory have like a touch range? Maybe you just got touched in the head by someone who cast a spell on you, and that's why you don't remember things.
Wait, touched on the head? I thought that's what you were.
I mean,
All right. Well, good night, everybody.
aren't we all?
Mwah.
That's the
Sorry,
end of the
I couldn't
season.
resist, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
We never found out the secrets.
Join us next
What
season where
happened?
we might get
don't
there.
know.
No. So as you guys kind of like, I don't know, like yeah, I'm trying to get us back on track so we can actually get to the ending if we want to see the ending. So with Ray here, just kind of like settling, she will tell you, look, I don't hate Shay, and I've done her so much wrong, and I am so deadly sorry. And I wish I could make it up to her. And I've definitely been trying to research ways to try, but it was always the wrong way. I can't bring Mori back any more than anybody else. Oh, arcane casting aside. And back then, I don't know. Just tell Shay I'm sorry, please.
Why don't you tell her yourself?
She kind of stormed off and didn't want to talk to me anymore.
She's
Oh,
outside.
she'll come around. She's just being edgy because it's very recent and it's hurting her.
Anything else in this room the DM says as he's peeking through the window to see if they're gonna move on to the next scene or not? You guys got anything else you want to ask Ray? Go ahead.
No, Leffy's kind of just gonna be like, well, Ray, you've been through a lot, so I think at this point we all should let you rest.
Thank you.
Welcome to the family.
And maybe in the near future we could talk about Chapter 3 in Volume 2.
Yes, I would like that.
Oh yes, because Shishay was very pleased with you writing your little smudge books about
I
her.
didn't. She was only in Volume 1, so thank you very much.
Yeah, I read the entire thing. She was really.
Like, I got a structure of how these books are written. Don't go jumping to the gun. You don't know what's up. At any rate,
Wolfgang never read the books though.
then you need to shut the fuck up. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, so Selvin's like, all right, get your asses out of here. She needs rest. Even though she looks 100%, you know how raised dead works, especially you, kicking about anybody who has recently been raised. And, yeah, she is currently still weakened. Like, if she was to go face combat, she would not have a good day about it. But... Yeah,
Greg is gonna be the last one, and then he's gonna say something quick to Ray. You know, when you were in the trance, I was looking to kill you, but now.
Why would you say that?
But now.
Yeah,
I see
for
you
real,
wanna-
right?
You want to change?
She already.
Repent. Show your wrongdoing by doing something right.
I'll make sure to raise you whenever I see you on the ground dead.
Now she
You
thinks
shall
you
lose.
won't
No, I'm just kidding.
again.
I'm just kidding. That's not what she does.
And he walks away. He walks
yeah,
out.
yeah. She doesn't answer you. She just listens.
No, she thinks Gracchus and Cog killed her.
I told her I was gonna kill her. So.
Oh man.
I said the right thing. I said the right
The
thing.
murderous
Star
intent.
Leffy
is diff-
wants
No,
to...
no,
Yeah,
I really don't
silence.
think you did say the right thing.
Silence online. Leffy, go ahead.
Leffy wants to leave Ray with something.
What do you want to
As
leave her with?
they're, like, leaving. She's kind of like, I don't know how interested in this sort of thing you are, but while I was doing research and everything, I made a copy for you. And she leaves Ray with a copy of her star map.
Oh. What is it?
It's a star chart. And like
Do
her
you-
star map is like
Do
a
you connect?
constellation scroll.
Yeah. She's like, do you just connect the dots or?
And-
Yeah, she's never like she's never seen a druid star chart, you know. So she's like,
yeah,
to like
So she-
maybe
she-
yeah. So a lot of us are probably like,
Yeah,
oh, it's
no,
a
she
bunch of
just-
dots.
Yeah, she kind of just like she explains like if you hold it up to if like at night if you go outside if you hold it up to the stars they'll shine through it and you'll start seeing different constellations in the sky based on like where the stars like where the moon is. It'll show you like the different stars that appear and like their shapes. And then she's just like, it was pretty and I thought after everything you've been through it brings me some happiness, so maybe it would just make you smile a bit.
Thank you. I hope you continue to. Well, I don't know if I'll be writing anything soon, but if I do, I hope you'll keep reading.
I definitely will. And then she like curtsies and she leaves so Ray can get her rest.
Yeah, alright, cool. And let's see. You all start.
And as they were all in there torturing Ray, Hans
Yeah.
just went outside and hugged Shishay around the knees because that's about as high as he can reach. He doesn't say anything. He just feels like she needs a hug, and he gives her a hug. That's all.
She does like pat you on the head. And to be fair, she is a shorter woman than most. Like I think she's around 4'11", 4'10", somewhere around there. But yeah,
Yeah,
probably
she's still got a foot and a half on Hans.
fair enough. And she just kind of like pats you on the head, and I don't know what to do. But it sounds like a future me problem. All right, back to work. I'm done here. And she starts to leave as everybody starts piling out of the temple. Which means you guys can enter into the scene if you want to talk to Shishay before she goes back to the guild. Or, you know, plant all your beans all at once. I don't know, whatever you want to do.
I feel like if Cog talks to Shishay, she might kill him.
Might.
Probably.
High possibility, and I do feel like she'll get sneak attack no matter where you stand.
Damn. Yeah. They leave and Wolfgang she sees. Immediately, hey Shishay.
Hey.
There is no zero possibility that brain damage or suffer was not causing someone you cast.
Uh-oh, you're robotic now. Did she go robotic or is it me?
No, she went robotic.
No, it was her.
Oh, okay,
Wait,
cool. Okay, there you
better?
are. I
Yep.
hope so. Welcome back.
Thank you. Wolfgang goes, your friend, you know, your friend remembers something, and like the brain damage she has may not be me, but actually someone casting a spell on her, like modify memory.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. She still runs, getting ready to head to the guild. The day continues, and you guys might find yourself back at the guild. You know, you're back at the guild. The day continues, and you know Shishay is just seen. And for anybody who's paying attention to Shishay, you realize she's doing a lot of work that is repetitive, but doesn't need to be done. If that makes sense. Like she's just busying herself with stacking these papers over here, file them over there. Wait, I already filed these. I'll just restack them over here. This looks better. No, I think I liked it better over here. Kind of attitude towards it. So it's like she's constantly moving and turning and just adjusting things. Just, you know, just keeping herself busy. But as you all kind of like continue with your guild activities, unless there's any last minute shenanigans you would like to achieve before the season's end, I do have one more scene to share with you, and we might end a little early tonight.
Nothing here.
All right.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, well, let's see. What was I going to say? Use your bean or forever hold your peace.
Oh, I have this bean.
Do you plant it?
No,
See,
no, I'm good.
Okay. I was about to say, if you have any Dixper items, they do not carry over when a season ends. So, all the weapons that you have, all the beans that you haven't planted, or any illusion cards or whatever, like that stuff will go away with your character. But you can always replay your character in the new season because the Ethereal Bleed will suck you back in. Alright then, I guess I'll go ahead and take you into the final scene. We find a vision of a mist-filled area, dark, almost the land is snowy white, and there are like these ancient-looking ruins that are like scattered throughout, but they're glowing, which you can kind of like see through. And we see that scene with the Lich and Felix, and the modify you need to forget, and he poked his head. And then all of a sudden, Felix wakes up, and he's in his cabin. And he stares around for a moment, stands up, and he seems to be lost in thought. And he's thinking, oh yes, that's what I was going to do. And he goes over to his kitchen. All the instruments and items, the animated dishes that he has, the animated pots and pans, they all start to spring to life as he has them prepare a meal. And he kind of like, I think I'll make extra. I feel like I'm expecting company. Why is that? And out in a distant field, the camera kind of like zooms out. And there is a portal that has like ethereal bleed essence that opens for a brief moment. And next week, we find out who pops out of that portal. Well, what do you guys think?
Can't wait for Shishay to show up next season just like, fuck, Wolfgang was right. This is happening over and over again.
We shall see. And yeah, so Felix has returned to the Arctic North. Is he in the same time? We don't know. And you don't know. As a matter of fact, all the things that have happened will also be reset. So the relationships that were built with the Arctic Circle will no longer exist in the new campaign. So we'll basically be turning the page back to 1. And it's like a different time altogether. Same universe, but different universe in a way, I guess. But he's playing through the same sequence. But next season, we'll start it. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and try for it next week. So everybody will be making new characters. I'll have to remind myself to get the to get it set up and everything, and I'll let you guys know in chat. And we're going to go ahead and have our new season start next Friday at 6 p.m. Yeah, okay, that's right. And if you guys want to play D&D with us on the weekend, ! Help in Twitch chat. The link to the game will change next week, but you can get into the Discord, become part of our community, be one of the first people to sign up so that you can join us for the first level 1 adventure of the new people who leave the Ethereal Bleed. Hey guys, I had a lot of fun tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night at 6 p.m. as well for Ivanera. So ! Ivanera if you want to join us for our Minarch adventure. And then Wednesday, we are back into the Descent into Avernus, and the second party is looking for the bodies of the first party, so let's see how that goes, right? All right, and with that, my friends, we're gonna try to do some more streaming throughout the week. I know I say that, but if I get a chance to, I know I've been wanting to play some Phasmophobia on stream. I gotta go beat up Mewtwo. Maybe I can get the Switch hooked up again. I haven't done that in a while. And who knows, maybe in the near future we might try to do another Spirit Lock on Scarlet and Violet and invite some of you new faces to play as the Pokemon that we capture. So if you guys are interested in all that stuff, just keep tuned to our Discord so find out the latest information. Alright guys, say goodnight to Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and that's it, yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Happy Friday.
Good night, everybody. Happy Friday.
See ya.
And, well, thanks to a wonderful season ending, we're going to go find someone to raid. Make sure you ask them, do you hear the calling?